silent.
You guys still suck at silent. As always. All right.
See, you have to start up when you say silence.
No. See, when I say silence,
nothing happens.
that's because when I say silence, I expect there to be a little silence. I'm just funny that way. Okay, here we go.
I can't keep it quiet.
All right, silence!
Short attention span.
Here we go. Hannah, Darren, Steve, Luke, Bo, Saskatchewan, Nene, Malcolm, Ray, Morton, and our beard owners.
Who's not here?
Guys.
All righty. Well.
Oh, Sai, I meant to send you a link. I completely forgot. It is official now.
What kind of link?
Men with beards are more attractive.
Okay.
So I'll send you the link so you can tweet it to everyone who wants to know, because we need more beard owners. And so if you want to be attractive, grow a beard.
Grow a beard.
Yeah, it's probably because it hides most of your face, but that's my part of psychology behind it.
Wait. I can look handsome if I hide my face.
Awesome.
All right. Well.
What, on my beard?
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Let us hop right into it here, and
the overtalking commence.
Let's no, there'll be none of that. Remember, I've been quite moody of late. Anyway, we'll just get the housekeeping out of the way, and I only have one item, which is, I'm sure everybody knows about already, but if not, it's time to mark your calendars. It's not gonna, you have to remember it for long. It's like tomorrow. So anyway, do not forget, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., tune in to Scientist Mel's channel for a 12-hour marathon stream to benefit Bullionator. And I'm going to put that link to that channel right into public chat, just to be as convenient as possible for all our friends.
Eastern Standard Time.
Here we go. Oh yeah, Eastern. I forgot to mention that. 9 o'clock Eastern-ish. There we go. And
is that pub time, or is that?
No. UPT, Universal Pug Time. Everything is now. So so this is
now? Okay. It's been nice, people. I need to go and go watch a Mel stream.
Me too. Mel's on. I'm gone. So. All right. Yeah.
I can guarantee everyone who loves movie night will love this 12-hour stream.
It's looking pretty good. Speaking of
movie night.
Yes, at the tail end, the last 2 hours is us. We're going to be having another 2 movie nights in 2 days. Why do I get the feeling people are going to be angry at us? Anyway.
I heard a lonely gunshot in the distance.
And you're real. If I see like a red laser dot going around the room, I'll just have to duck. All right, and
their livers will fall out. I'm not sure which.
Yeah. Oh, and
I got a question. I should up my volume. So heat shield. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Well,
we got this.
I'm not going to do any reading this week because we have Karis. We have a real voice.
Oh yes.
Karis, you had me work last week. I had to do your job.
Oh my!
For the entire freaking show.
Hey! What's
anything?
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Look at the public chat. What? No. This is just not right. They and them have no wrench. What's the matter with you? Going out in public with no wrench? Oh, sorry, Spanner. There you go.
He's naked.
Unbelievable. What kind of indecency is this? Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm not sure if I should say this or not, but it is a 12-hour stream. It's going to be tomorrow. And if you're going to be doing stuff during the day, hey, it's Mel. Would it really hurt to start watching at 9? And then while you're busy, just let it run so she gets the hours?
Exactly.
Is there anything wrong? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's give her the hours. I mean, if I've got some stuff to do, but it's going to be playing. So
she's just away from the hours from. I think that's all she needs.
Yeah,
she
can get into the YouTube Partner Program. They upped the. They added a bunch of requirements. Oh yeah, I said I was going to publish a link, and I failed to publish a link. That was real nice of me.
I have my link ready.
So what I don't get is Mel still doesn't have the hours.
No. Surprisingly, and
we did get fairly close with the 24/7 stream that we set up.
We put out probably nothing, and we get the hours every month.
Well,
multiple.
I guess YouTube thinks she still owes hours to get into the YouTube Partner Program. So there you go.
I think it's because we have people turning in circles in their rooms singing Amazing Grace for our audience.
I blame the we actually will see a crash within watch hours on Sidestrike's channel because of the lack of bouncing balls.
Alrighty. Well,
you don't know what I do during movie night.
Hey, I'm not talking about your.
All right, that was.
I'm refreshing my puppy as we speak.
Lisa, what about hours? You need a certain amount of hours in addition to subs to be in the YouTube Partner Program, and Mel's very close to accomplishing that. So that's what we're talking about there. So
isn't it great when everything goes down the gutter? Sai has this magnificent way to just pretend it isn't happening and put something civil.
Indeed.
You know what'll happen, of course, though? Mel will have the hours, she will have the subs, and then she will wait for most of a year to get admitted to the program.
Yes. Yes, they are very, very slow with it these days. I've heard of people waiting inordinate amount of. Pleiades. Yeah. Okay. He says, less babble, more stupid. Okay, enough of the babbling. Go to Mel's and do the right thing. Let it play.
Play this. I mean, be careful because we could do babble and do more stupid.
This is
far more intelligent people. To me, that's just a challenge.
I do a very good job of babbling stupidly.
And keep in mind, we're doing. You'll note we're doing any over talking we're going to do. You'll note we're doing now because we got many. we got many complaints about that. People are getting frustrated during the streams, so we figured we get that out of the way in the beginning, and then after, when we actually start with the videos, it's all by the rules. If there's no hand up and nobody's been called on, there's nobody talking.
We can talk over each other right now, just
just until we get started. But
everybody talking because this is going to.
My frustration has to do with a 4-minute video taking 6 hours.
Oh yeah, that does tend to get a little.
Well, there are only 6 of us here tonight, so I hope
it's going to flow.
We're not going to be stepping all over each other.
Yes, no. I'd say we lock the show now.
Well, we can't be stepping over each other.
We did better last week. Last week was a 7-minute video, and it took 6 hours.
But we will make some progress here because one, there's fewer of us on the panel this time, so that takes less time. Further, for the over talking, Dan, it's not a problem anymore because the whole hands got to be up. And the person has to be called on to say anything. Otherwise, silent, don't say anything. The only exception to that...
I've got a small housekeeping message. Frustrated atheist is naked.
Oh, wait.
We can't have frustrated atheist naked because we...
Yeah. That's
Did I really need to know that?
That's disturbing.
Could I just point out that I've had very little to do with the craziness so far?
I have noticed that.
That is true. It is very true.
Still waiting for Mike.
Yes, I have noticed that here we're starting the official part of the show with the hands and the calling on. Pig, I notice you have the hand up. Do you have something you want to throw into housekeeping before we get started?
Yes, as part of housekeeping I've been streaming since about 8 p.m. And I'm not going to stop streaming until after Scientist Mel's fundraiser is done. So that's over 24 hours of streaming. Now, if you would like to help me survive this, I am adding an energy drink fund in order to give myself a heart attack. Please, throw a little bit of, shiny things that way.
So if we buy you enough Red Bull, you might explode.
Yes.
Gee, can I be there with a camera?
Right. Oh, another thing with the hands. Just remember when when it's your turn, when it's done, just remember to put the hand down so that the next time around,
Hi.
Yes.
Another housekeeping message.
What do you got?
There's this guy who's famous for repairing leaks, and he wants to get in.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Harley Davidson.
Oh my! Do you have your sharpened stick, Peter?
I have it.
Very good, because no, wait, how does he not have the link?
I can insult someone and help them out at the same time. How's that?
Wait, we can insult people? I'm in. Invite them in.
I don't see why not. As long as
Frustrated is still naked.
That's odd because
there's two people still naked.
No, Frustrated Atheist.
And he said I couldn't tell anyone that he was naked, but I'm still telling anyone.
It's okay, everyone. Frustrated. You're in good company.
Say, let's see. Frustrated Atheist. You actually are.
Yeah, he has co-hosted on our channel, and so because Karas wasn't there, someone had to be naked.
Yeah, this is YouTube acting ridiculous again.
I have not often been naked while on.
Not often. Yeah, okay.
All
That's
right.
what we needed to know.
Hold on. This is
the only thing I have over my body.
It's mostly rare.
All right. Let's see.
Right now, I have a blanket.
Let's get the mouse over to mute all button. Here we go. Oh, I forgot the big rule. the big rule, which is not actually written in the other rules, is if I happen to be babbling on about something, no matter how trivial it may be, wait till I finish. Eventually, I lose interest and stop. It won't be that. It won't be that long.
So
all right.
You're not supposed to finish first.
In any case, why don't we take a look at what fine features we have to choose from tonight? Tonight we have 4 selections.
Bring up the will.
We've got. Let's see. We've got one from Richie from Boston. We've got one from Odd Reality. We've got one from Flathead Politics. And we've got one from Phuket. Am I saying that right? Phuket word? Looks like Fuck It to me. We got one from Fuck It. So there we go.
Can I vote for Richie for Boston? I really want to see that.
No votes. All random.
Yeah, see, there's no voting. There's no voting.
There's no voting?
This is not a democracy.
No, we all submit to the rule of the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
See how I just smoothly did that, so people who haven't watched last week think that this hasn't happened before. We have something new again that wasn't exactly new.
Can I send you a picture of my nipple to have that as the picture on the wall?
Oh.
Where's the boot button? There's supposed to be a boot button in this room. All right, here we go. Let us see what the Wheel of Misfortune brings us tonight. First.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Will.
Let's see what we got.
Will. Spin it. Huh?
No, and we lose again. Did you notice every time we spin this wheel, we lose?
Yeah, it's a lose-lose proposition.
All right. It looks
What
like
do we have, kids?
it looks like it is. Oh, good. It's one of the goofiest ones you can possibly imagine. The title of this one is The Truman Show. Vertical bar. Based on a true story. Vertical bar. Under the Flat Earth Dome. You couldn't make this stuff up.
What's the true part of that?
I got nothing. All right. Let us get started with this silliness. All right. And then maybe I can click on an old episode of Star Trek instead. No, crap. Don't have anything here.
That would work. I'd like that.
All right. And
I agree with David Les. That's an odd choice.
Hey, it's a great film we've got going. I like that.
oh, good. All right.
Oh God, people are saying the boot pig. I'll be quiet.
Here we go. Here's some stuff, and we're sorry.
And things.
Sai, can you mail me a hammer?
ODDTV.
I'm sorry. Pig, what did you say?
Can you mail me a hammer? And I didn't hear what you said, Claire.
I just said, here we go. All right, here we go.
Okay.
I can't sleep, I'm in the dope gang. I think these hoes and these niggas out to get me, man. I'm paranoid, I can't sleep, I'm in the dope gang. I think these hoes.
If you've ever seen The Truman Show, you can see how it's a lot like waking up to this fake reality that we find ourselves living in. News stories are completely fabricated and are crafted to instill fear into the population and divide the people along with religion and politics. The education system is a brainwashing machine in place to teach slaves how to function with a shitty job in a society that's crumbling by design. The allopathic medical system harms people instead of healing them or teaching them how to heal. The food isn't real. The drinks aren't real. The movie, music, fashion, and
you got to yell drink anyway, Peter.
Yeah, but it's not actually a drink call. I was going to put a meme on Discord, and then I noticed that Karis's Christmas tree's in there. Shouldn't we show that? Because in
Yes.
What?
What?
I love Christmas.
No. Okay. I think I know what this is, and
yes.
I don't think we should show that. I don't.
Can I see the Christmas tree? I'm confused on what it is.
Let me see if I can. It's not in. Is this in screen?
So
screencast?
you know my photoshops. You know my photoshops look a big. There's this theme to my photoshops that something always appears in people's hands. So there's a Christmas tree made up of all these things.
And no, I am not. I am not putting that on. It's in radioactive mean land, and no, I am not putting that on the screen.
Let's say it's a Christmas tree of artificial meat.
I do not see it in radioactive mean land, sadly.
Scroll
Peter,
up.
as difficult
Scroll
as it is to be relevant.
Oh, I found it.
Good.
I found it.
Good.
Aren't you so sad that you did?
All right, drop the hands. We're moving on with the video. Pig, do you have anything to add?
No,
Yeah.
Karis.
Go ahead.
Karis,
What?
you wanted to say something?
No, it's not important.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I was just saying, as difficult as it is to say anything that is suitably relevant to what this guy was saying, that is completely irrelevant.
Indeed. Yeah, well, so I think we're still in the disclaimer part of his video here, where he's just saying everything is bad, everything is evil, don't go to school, they'll teach you to be a slave, blah, 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 blah.
I just saw the picture. That's nightmare fuel. I'm never looking at your memes again.
All right. Pig.
Karis, looking at the picture that we have right now, you didn't pose for any of those, right?
What?
All right.
Either, Karis.
Okay.
So I've seen you on Twitter.
Don't worry, it's just Peter being Peter.
Yeah.
No. It's just Peter making people aware that Karis is on Twitter, and then making them curious because they don't know what I'm talking about. So they will go to Karis's Twitter feed and follow Karis on Twitter.
Peter, this is not the kind of introduction I want.
And
It's eyes, Karis. It's eyes.
Peter, you're talking about a meat tree by way of.
No, I was talking about what we're looking at on screen, and I said you didn't post.
We're still talking about the meats.
all right.
I know.
Now,
I know it's difficult for you, Karis, to get your mind off of the tree now, but you can do it if you.
Okay. Frustration level increasing. Get a little higher.
Shall we move on?
Look, Sai's going to start spanking us now.
No. I don't need to do that because I could do this, and then everything's a lot better. Okay, now what I was gonna say, since I can now say, since we can't hear any you, is that Pig, I see you have the hand up. What would you like to? What would you like to tell us?
Well, as someone who is homeschooled, I guess I'm still a slave, even though I haven't been indoctrinated by, a teacher to be a slave. So I guess maybe, society is not about enslaving people unless you're in like China.
Well, see, I don't know if homeschool falls under the whole, satanic Illuminata. I don't know if that's part of it because I think it's you may be good if you were out of it. And let's see, let me check it one more time. Frustrated Atheist, you show up as a mod. I don't know why you don't have a wrench, but you don't. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it and add it back, and we'll see if you get a wrench. Add. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, he has a wrench officially. It's just not showing up on his name.
Okay, there you go. I took it off and added it. Now it's there. Now we know what to do if it fails to show up. All right, let's get back to the video.
Yes,
and
by all means.
yes, and we're very sorry about that. But here we go.
Adult film industries are all highly responsible for fueling this toxic environment that's constantly degrading around us. When one begins to see all this and awaken from a lifetime of deception, it's very much reminiscent of the character Truman of The Truman Show.
Yes, Pig.
What is wrong with the adult entertainment industry? I see nothing wrong with it, and it's very lovely, and I cannot wait for my career.
He did say that. Okay.
Yes, that's one of them. But, all right.
Like, there's nothing satanic about porn or any of the adult film industries. I mean, I would say it's a little bit holy, especially, with the idea of worshiping rabbits. Jesus is sort of like a rabbit in a way.
Okay. All right. And Peter, you have something to add?
The whole Easter thing?
Yeah. Peter?
Yeah, so Pig, you say there's nothing satanic about porn.
Yes.
I think Sai would disagree because we have some links. And
listen, you are creating satanic porn. I'm talking about just
no.
I didn't create anything. This was entirely related to Brooke, and I was not responsible.
Right. What they did was they gave me search terms to throw into Google. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And read Rule 30 for them.
And the little one didn't explode.
Where'd all those legs come from? All right. And moving on. This is going to be a boring video. It's ridiculous so far.
And Sai, another housekeeping message. I put something in radioactive meme land that we might want to explore.
Let's see. What do we got? Radioactive meme.
I'm not touching that thing with a 6-inch pole.
Don't worry.
It'll
be 7 inches just for you.
That is a that is
meme land.
It's not gross, Sai.
No.
What is it? The official drink?
Yeah. This is a good. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, we can put that.
My
one up.
hand is up.
Indeed. And all right, Karis.
And I'm having
Then I can lower mine.
While I get this, go ahead, Karis. While I get this picture ready.
It's not necessarily a drink call, more of a complaint on this guy's style. He is everywhere. He's like, you could be having a conversation and he just jumped in and brought every single subject ever into it.
So he's Jeranisming us, you mean? Notice I used the full name.
Why?
Because using the popular abbreviation for Jeranism would just bring up...
Jizzing on us?
Yes, that's what I didn't want to say. Thank you very much. All right. Here's the picture that Peter wanted us to take a peek at. He wanted this to be the official drink of movie night.
And that is not photoshopped.
Fucking hell beer. I'm not sure if that can be gotten here, but I'll have to look into it. All right.
I'd like to find out. I'd like to have some of that if I could.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let us get back to this. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's really frighteningly uninteresting so far. All right, maybe it'll get better. Here we go.
Before The Matrix, there was The Truman Show. A 1998 film starring Jim Carrey, or JC, as Truman Burbank, the unwitting superstar of the world's most popular television program that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's called Hangin' with Mr. Burbank. Okay, yeah, you got me. It's called The Truman Show. For nearly 30 years, Truman is completely unaware of the fact that his life is being broadcast live every minute of every day.
Yeah, we know, we saw it.
5,000 hidden cameras within the set.
What do you got, Pig? Pig, hands up. What do you got?
So, I got a question.
Okay.
What does Jim Carrey's initials have to involve with,
I was kind of hoping he was going to clear it up, but then he just didn't.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hint towards Jesus Christ. But
maybe.
J is not actually part of Hebrew. That Jesus' name did not begin with a J.
Indeed, but well, I was kind of hoping he was going to clarify, but he did not. I'm thinking you're right. I believe that's what he was going for. All right.
He's going to blindside us with it when we least expect it.
Maybe. All right. Here we go. More stuff.
The set is a giant domed structure in California, which is where Truman gets his last name. Inside.
Does he think nobody saw this movie?
Inside the dome, there is an entire mock-up island town called Sea Haven.
Fuck's wrong with you?
Truman was adopted by a corporation as a baby in order to televise his life and make the show possible. To help keep Truman from learning the truth, they kill off the character that plays his father in a boating accident while Truman is just a young boy. This makes him terrified of the water. Besides that, other fear-based propaganda is posted throughout the set, like this poster at the fake airline that says, "It could happen to you," and displays an airplane being struck by lightning. And another that reads, "Travelers beware. Have you bought enough travel insurance to protect against terrorists, disease, wild animals, street gangs?" In fact, all the press within the domed set works to keep Truman complacent. Yeah. There is a scene where Truman is making a phone call to try and track down a woman that he believes moved to Fiji. Right when he does this, a coworker pops up and reveals a fresh newspaper where the headline reads,
"Drink.
The best..."
Okay.
Hey.
Peter, what do you got?
So I haven't seen the movie either, but I watched that poster as I'm a graphic designer, and I'm just curious, do we have lots of street gangs on airplanes?
Yes.
I would assume so.
Well, actually, no. Yes, those are more the plane gangs.
And wild animals, okay, I saw snakes on a plane. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, but still he's just recounting, he's blowing a lot of time going over the movie. He could have done all this in a couple of seconds.
He could have put an IMDb link in and then be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how it hadn't been flagged for copyright violations, but it wasn't. So, all right, Pig, what do you got?
So, about street gangs on planes, it's actually a serious problem. They're constantly tagging the windows, trying to hide cocaine within the chairs. Like, there's just so much like thuggery going on.
Okay, so what you're saying is on with the movie then.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that would be about, yeah.
All right, here we go. Drop the hands.
Get any better
It's
or worse?
if he just
It only
keeps
goes downhill.
if he just keeps talking about the movie, we're gonna kill this and move on to some other stupid. All right, moving on.
Good idea.
Oh, side, just one quick mention.
Oh yeah,
I
Peter.
mean,
What?
I know why it has no copyright strikes because there are no Chinese images in this, unlike in Movie Night's intro.
Okay. So Siam Sport Limited is not going to be interested in this. Okay.
No.
Every freaking time, every time we do a movie night, I get the email. It shows up, copyright claim. I dispute it. They do not respond. 30 days later, poof, disappears. Anyway, all right, moving on.
All right.
Wait, so the ads that I seen when I booted up is not going to use site? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, it's what can be done, and YouTube does not care. I emailed them. Look, this is happening all the time. Do something about it. And they said, well, send them a message saying that they should whitelist your channel. That's their solution. When their terms of service clearly say that repetitive false copyright claims. All right. Anyway, okay, we better move on. Enough of me.
Doing something about it requires work.
They gotta click something. Anyway, all right. Here we go. More stuff, and really, this is just a horrible video to even watch.
Get the Bible Reloaded guys on here.
Here we go. Here we go. More stuff.
Voted Planet's top town, just before flashing a Masonic hand gesture.
There we go.
Oh,
Signs and symbols rule the world, not words nor laws.
Oh, here it comes.
A quote often attributed to Confucius, but whether he said it or not, it's absolutely true. Anyway, another example of keeping Truman under mind control is when Truman is a boy in school. He expresses that he wants to be an explorer, but his teacher completely shuts him down.
I like to be an explorer, like the Great Magellan.
Oh, you're too late. There's really nothing left to explore.
And when Truman expresses to his fake wife that he wants to see the world, she explains how it's not a good idea because they are tied down by finances.
We have mortgage payments, Truman. We have car payments. What, we're just going to walk away from our financial obligations? It would be an adventure. I thought we were going to try for...
Much more of this. We're going back to the wheel.
Baby.
So most of us have seen this movie. It's really
baby.
good, and many people chop it up to being ahead of its time, basically because it foreshadowed reality TV and shows the ridiculous length some will go to exploit other humans for entertainment.
Oh, Peter, what do you got?
I just want to say that this is a memorable moment because I think movie night just turned into movie night.
We're watching an actual movie. All right.
We have to fully finish this video because it is a movie.
Well, yes, but we've got the public. Apparently, my suggestion was not a bad one. We've got Bring on the Wheel. Lisa agrees. Chris agrees. All right.
So should we go back to housekeeping?
Let's. You have some more housekeeping to do while I bring the wheel back. This is just
Sure.
This okay. You do housekeeping. I'll bring back the wheel. Make it quick.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lickapig, and today we have movie night. Now, as Sai goes along and does whatever he does, we have a special event tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Scientist Mel. This is going to be a 12-hour stream. You should go watch it because, it helps Bulininator. And also, it's going to be entertaining because there will be an entire another movie night over there. So go check it out.
Indeed.
Also, I'm going to be up and streaming throughout multiple streams as we do it. So it should be really fun.
Indeed.
All right.
And even if you're not, like I said, even if you're not watching, have it playing. It'll help Mel. We like Mel. She knows stuff. All right, and
she knows more than just stuff. She knows stuff and things.
Indeed. I see Wisdom Vendor has not gotten an invite yet.
That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, okay. If somebody wouldn't mind sending it to him, I thought he was on the Discord server.
A standing one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a panel list. Hold on, let me at him within the correct area. You seaside, this wouldn't be a problem, Sam.
Alrighty. All right, we're back to the wheel. And if it comes up on this nonsense again, we're making it spin again. All right.
Yes.
Let's get to the wheel.
If it does come on, we should at least watch where we left off to give him a chance for 5 minutes.
You've lost your mind. We're not doing that. Okay.
All right, I can't spin the wheel.
And it's time for a spin. Here we go. Hopefully, we can't ask for less stupid, but we can ask for more interesting. That's what we really need.
Oh, it's gonna land.
I wonder if we're gonna win this time. No, what the hell? No. Wait a minute. I got it. I have to have another quarter. I gotta have another quarter here. Okay.
You're gonna do this all night.
Fix.
Reality every time. You know that.
Obviously there's a fix.
Yes.
Okay, now we've got it. Now we've got it. This is okay. This should be an interesting one. The title is "No Flat Earth Model Required." Globe, not all caps, a working model in quotes. Okay. Nice. Yes.
I have to say that I think the will is rigged because everything we will lose to.
Well, have you ever seen... would you consider any of the videos we have ever watched on movie night to be a win?
No.
I have to say no.
Could we go out of our way to select a video and just give it like a 0.5% chance of being selected?
What would we do with a win video? We specialize in sarcasm.
No, we just play the video and make sure, and just hope we don't, get yelled at for stealing content.
All right. Let us get to the next fine feature presentation here.
White screen, yay!
Here we go. Let's see. Oh, here it is. No flat Earth model required. Here it comes. And we're sorry.
Side?
Oh, yes.
Hello, Flat Earth Research.
Sorry,
yes, Peter, what?
So, Bo asked me that I need to teach you on contrast. He can't see the text on the wheel.
We need to get that voice in here.
All right. Okay.
That last video put me firmly to sleep, and Bo would definitely...
All right, maybe I saw him in the chat. He's a little, maybe he's busy, but hop in, Bo, if you want. Always welcome.
Oh, by all means, Bo, come on.
All right, here we go.
Yay!
Let us see what this brings us. Here we go.
Oh my God, that last video kicked my ass.
Oh yeah, it was. And I saw the movie because I couldn't find the remote. So here we go.
Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers.
Hi.
Hello.
It's really amazing how people will so vehemently defend the globe, and that in itself is just it tells you that they are defending a dearly held belief.
Ridiculous.
A belief that's kind of put together with just explanations. People demand a working model.
A belief with explanations. You're kidding.
Don't they call that a model?
Pretty much.
All right.
Talked about this before.
But we have working models. We have an entire industry dedicated to that working model.
Indeed.
It would be so much more legit if it had no explanations.
Yes,
absolutely.
If we couldn't explain it, it would be really, really, really true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It would be even more legitter than that if all the explanations contradicted each other.
We have thousands of years of map makers, making the exact same map.
Do you
across
notice?
all
Do you
time.
notice that he has a fact on screen right there? Because the Earth is circular, and if you look at the road and at the telephone poles and the lines, is going in a circle.
Yes, but the Earth is not circular to the left.
It's circular to the right.
It depends. It depends in what direction you're driving, Si. I mean, there's no east, there's no west, there's just on.
I see. All right. And very good. Let us continue with this nonsense. Oh, you know what? That was worth a drink. Saying that the explanations is having everything explainable is what screws it up. All right.
So, not even wrong.
Drink up.
We're 45 minutes in without a drink count. You have to.
No, that was one. That was one.
What was that? Not even wrong, or
Yeah.
was that just plain wrong?
Si, someone leaked into the panel.
Indeed.
Hey, Wisdom Vendor, how the hell are you?
Wisdom Vendor, welcome back.
You made it.
An entirely new situation for me on this site. Is this Zoom? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's called Zoom. On my machine, it doesn't zoom very much, but it is called Zoom.
Yeah. And there's
all over.
Yeah, and since you haven't been on this before, it's when there's a call for when somebody calls drink. If you have something to add, you have to do put the hand up thing. You see, there's a button for that.
Now I got to lock in on that. Where the hell is that?
What to put a hand up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do I do that?
Bring your cursor down to the bottom of the Zoom screen, and there will be something that says participants. Click on that baby, and you'll get a panel with all of us.
Okay, I got you.
And then raise
We should go to commercial break for this.
Yes, we should. Down in the left hand.
Karis, quit using your voice. You got to use someone else's voice.
Wait till he's done with the explanation.
You say, quit using your voice, Karis.
There you go. Lower left-hand corner says raise hand. That's what you click when you want to raise your hand to get called.
Forgive me, Daddy.
Wait. Lower left-hand corner
of that participant thing with all our names in.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Well, the word was right. Right-hand corner. That's what you should have said.
Okay, well, hey, if you found it, try it out. Let's see. Put the hand up.
Got it. There's hand, right?
All right, and then when you're done, you drop the hand. So yeah, after you said your thing, you just got to remember to drop the hand after, so that for the next round there we go. Perfect.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
The left-hand corner of the right panel of the left.
When you talk, I don't hear what you say. I just hear your voice. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's
anyway,
probably for the best. You're not missing anything.
I see Pig, who
no,
does.
Actually, I am because you're very intelligent.
Karis, Christ Puncher asked if you can say "daddy" more often. I might have misread that, but
yeah, just don't say it to me, Karis. Okay.
I'll try not to. I'll definitely not say it.
All right, Pig has the hand up, so see, Pig can talk now. Pig, what do you got?
Yay! Everyone, shut the fuck up and let's play this video.
All right, moving on. Here we go.
Oh,
yes, Peter?
I just wanted to say pigs don't have hands.
All right, drop the hands. We're moving on.
Shut the fuck up.
Here we go. More stuff. The occasional thing.
Boring. It's just like, what's your model? What is the model? Nothing changes apart from your perception or the understanding that everything we've been told about the heliocentric globe model are just compartmentalized little explanations. This is and calculate.
Drink, asked and answered.
Drink, yeah.
Most definitely. Sorry.
Why can't people understand the difference between a physical measurement and a calculation? And the fact that you can make calculations.
Okay. And Wisdom Vendor, I see you. Go ahead. What do you got? And you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, Wisdom Vendor, unmute yourself.
Unmute. We can't hear you.
Go back to the bottom.
There you go. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. I just like to say that when someone makes a drink call, I actually do drink.
Yeah.
In fact, I drink before they even get done with the the actual button pushing thing, and I don't want to pass out in the next hour or so.
Oh, you're gonna pass out.
Why are you here then?
You've been here before.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that most of you do actually drink on the drink call.
Oh no, that's
I'm already drunk.
that's a rule. That's a rule. We're pretty serious about that.
Okay. I just gotta make sure about that.
Fear not. You know what? I will take. You know what? I'll take a picture of the empties, just for this month. I have not taken them out because the box that they're in is the box that my new microwave came in.
Okay.
I can confirm I have heard.
You have to justify to me. Your word's good with me.
All right, but we will have a picture of it next week.
Don't be too liberal with your drink calls, because I do drink every time that y'all call drink calls.
All right. Well, we will. Yeah, but looks like Paul's in the chat. Nice. Howdy, Paul. And Pig.
Hi. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Tell me what this is.
The hell?
A fork hitting a can?
A 1.5 liter bottle of Grolsch.
Oh my, you are prepared. All right, Pig, what do you got?
Yes, could we replay the last 5 seconds of this video?
Last 5 seconds.
Everyone's mind.
We haven't had the last 5 seconds. We just started it.
Here we go. Here's the last 5 seconds. We're starting there and moving on. And here we go.
Okay.
Measurement and a calculation, and the fact that you can make calculations based on a model, but that doesn't compensate for measurements, physical measurements. Yeah.
Okay, I have to throw in a drink call for that. But there were some hands up
in previous videos.
Yes. Answered in previous videos. Thank you, Pig.
But I just got that swallow vodka down, Si.
And okay, Diana, you have something to add too?
Yeah. Listen, jackass. You make the calculations, and then you make the measurements and see if they match. Okay. I think we've answered this one at least 44,000 times. Are you not watching movie night?
Yeah.
Are you not
Answered
doing
in
that?
previous videos.
Definitely.
How many of them? Yeah.
Definitely a false dichotomy there that either you do the math or you do measurements.
You have to do both of them. Kid.
Yes, I agree. All right.
All right then.
And here we go. More stuff.
And people go on about angular size and stuff. It's really simple. It's really simple. It's so simple.
Okay, tell us.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us.
I mean, okay, understandable that like anyone who is a flat earther understands that, of course, he went through a process of having to examine all these different compartmentalized explanations that we're given for the globe Earth belief, and realize bit by bit that those explanations are just...
Pause? Yeah, we are paused, Pig. Go ahead.
All the explanations within, the theory of, I'm using the scientific term of, theory.
Right.
Yeah.
The theory of the Earth, I guess, as you could call it, with it being round, is not compartmentalized in any way, shape, or form. There's a reason why it's called a theory. It's a bunch of hypotheses that accurately, can be used for future predictions across, all of time.
Well, I think this guy says compartmentalized is whatever he doesn't agree with.
It could be.
True.
Could very well be. All right. And moving on.
Choice interpretations that are kind of cobbled together to fit this, desire to have a working model. So what is this working model? I ask, people say, well, give us a working model of the flat Earth.
Karis, do you have something to add?
He's making me angry because he doesn't even have any. He has no foundational knowledge at all.
Right.
You can't make the statements he's making and have any foundational knowledge in anything. He needs to go back to middle school.
I am good with that.
You're assuming he was there the first time.
You can be there and not listen.
Beat me to it.
Can this be a recall for just plain wrong?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's see. RJ, what do you got?
Yeah, I was just silly me. I would be proposing that a working model is a model that works.
Yeah. I think so. That's a logical one. All right. Pig, what are you to add?
So he obviously has no idea what a model is, as you know, like Kara said. So she completely said what I was going to say. So let's move on.
Okay. Well,
I think he thinks that a model is something that comes in a box with Revel printed on it.
Indeed, that is a distinct possibility.
Down a catwalk.
And anyway, it looks like
another question.
Into the White House.
Oh yes, Karis. What else do you have?
I think what's frustrating me the most is that he scoffs at calculations and makes a big deal out of physical measurements, and he doesn't even understand that, you know, the basis for many of these calculations were the physical measurements that came before.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Oh.
And see, I don't see why he's making such a big deal. I mean, he's doing all this to say why there's no flat Earth model required. What we know there is, in fact, a flat Earth model. And just present that, and that's fine. We may accept it, we may reject it. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. Here is the flat Earth model, presently working,
not very flat.
Indeed. Well, she's wearing the flat Earth map. She is the flat Earth model.
Okay.
There we go. I don't see why he's wasting all this time. All right. Yeah, you know this joke took way too long. Yeah. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got? If it was quicker, it would have been funny. Go ahead.
It's not so much a statement as a question of the group of all of y'all who think, who think that he may have been homeschooled by someone who wasn't able to be schooling anyone.
The average American?
Yeah. You know, I hate to say it as an average American. I hate to say that I agree with you that it's a possibility, but sadly, I think it's a possibility.
It certainly seems to be.
Well, just keep in mind how stupid the average American is, and then remember that
I know.
Than that, yeah.
Dude, I know, and it scares the fuck out of me.
Really?
Isn't it something like 1 in 5 people still believe that, the Earth is the center and the sun revolves around it?
Okay. I'm going to take...
That may be low.
I'm going to take this question and concept a few steps further. What if you're homeschooled and your parents don't know how to school you, and then you're junior high schooled and your parents don't know how to junior high school you, and then you're high schooled and your parents don't know how to junior high school you, and then you go to college, home college.
Home college.
Home college.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, let's think about the fucking concept, people.
That's called Bob Jones University.
How does that fucking work? How does that work?
In a home college, that's the H in PhD stand for home.
Exactly. So,
Wait, are we talking about the same college that Dr. Kent Hovind, He-Man, and most of the creationists went to?
You're home.
Indeed.
I got it. So it is possibly homeschool dummy. That's PhD.
Could very well be.
So the Center for Creation Research.
Yes.
All right. Pig, what do you got to add?
Didn't you know with Kent Hovind?
There's just so many things wrong. I'm curious from where he goes and how far the stupidity goes.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see.
Let's find out.
Hey, it's Terry's birthday! Happy birthday! Woohoo!
Oh, yay! Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Wait. Pick what? What's to pick?
And Wisdom Vendor, the PhD that Kent Hovind holds stands for pretentious homeschooled dummy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I've actually seen the picture of the double wide trailer where he got his PhD.
Yep. I've got his dissertation That's
Would
low.
anyone want to pay for my PhD from that double wide trailer?
Peter, I read it. I read the dissertation.
Yeah, it starts with, "Hi, I'm Kent Hovind."
My name is Kent Hovind.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Kent Hovind.
My name is Kent Hovind.
All right, hold on a second. Terry Davies, it's your birthday. Can you pick? Apparently, I missed something in the chat. Pick what? Like next video or what? What do you wish to pick? Let me know, and the answer is probably going to be yes. All right. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, let us move on. Oh, Pig.
My hand up.
Pig, you got the hand up. What do you got?
So, as you all know, I have plenty of free time. Now, if anyone wants to ship me to a double-wide trailer to get a PhD, I'm up for it.
All right.
But all you have to do is send $100 to the post office box in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have a.
You don't have to actually go there.
A properly held dick.
All right. And on that note,
Moving right along.
You fucking kidding me?
Wait a minute, RJ's hand is up. What do you need?
oh, RJ, what do you got?
I'm refreshing the puppy.
A scholarly point here on this. Patriot University, which is what we are talking about, and the university should be in air quotes, is indeed a little more than a double wide trailer. I mean, I think it's like a barn. But the point is that Kent didn't commute to the campus. No one commutes to the campus. Nobody does anything at the campus. It's entirely a mail order operation, and you really have to give them props. They figured out how to use mailing.
And we have to disappoint everyone because the double wide trailer is no more.
Oh, well, this makes it even better. You know, it's cheaper for me to get a PhD this way.
Yeah, you can go camping.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get the same exact PhD Kent has, and then I can say, you know,
that's $250 now.
Wait, that you taught science for 9 years.
All right, let us.
I've been on YouTube for 3. I could say that my YouTube career was teaching science. Problem solved.
Okay.
I have. It's been a while, but I have looked into this when I first started on Twitter after bumping into a video of Kent Hovind, and if you do a search on Google, you can get free PhDs, free Christian PhDs.
Yeah, but you also tried to get hired at the Creation Museum, so.
Yeah.
Yes, it has to be exactly.
I never got a reply. I never even got a reply, and I had such a good resume.
Okay, all those who do not have hands up, we are going to
kick you to the fucking curb, dude.
All right, I'm hitting mute. RJ seems to have the hand up. RJ, what have you to add?
Yeah, on this continuing pedagogy lecture, that Carl Baugh, I believe, got a PhD from a Clifford Wilson's mail order college that he helped found. So you don't actually have to go to somebody else's diploma mill. If you got a printer and your own thing, you can just set it up on yourself. And by the way, are we watching a video cut from Grand Theft Boring on this?
Yeah.
Hey, it's better than the last one, which, by the way, I just got to notice. Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. How the hell can that be? We're watching another video that I was clearly able to watch. Anyway, all right. Irrelevant. As long as folks can see us, we're good. All right, moving on.
People can still see us.
Pig, what do you got?
All right, so I'm going to now be a PhD by, the Pigs Foundation of Christian households.
Mm-hmm.
So who else wants a PhD?
I'm already making one as we speak.
Oh no.
Awesome. Listen, label it Science Strike Force Academy, and we'll say that Science Strike is presenting everyone with PhDs.
Oh, Terry Davies wants to know if the wheel has a list. Yes, we've done. It includes 4 selections. The first one is obviously off the list. We're watching No Flat Earth Model Required now. There are 2 others. Flat Earth ISS astronaut CGI upside down flip fakery busted by Flathead Politics, and CERN employee spills the truth. Richie from Boston. Those are the two we have not covered yet, so give that some thought, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, those are the last two. All right, and okay, RJ, what do you got?
Oh, if we're going to have a Sci Strike Academy, can Slam Dunk be the required textbook?
I would say that's a damn good choice.
Okay.
All right, Pig.
On with the show.
All right, on with the show. Drop the hands. Here we go. More stuff.
Well, that's okay. Well, what's your working model of the globe Earth? It doesn't actually work. There's nothing different to you getting up in the morning and you're on an Earth that's not spinning, and you look around and you use perspective.
Hold on. Where is
and
the
you look
camera?
out and then you look at the stars, and of course that's the thing. The whole model, the globe Earth model, is a way to try and describe
I thought
our
it was
place
like
in space,
behind a painting
and
or
try and
something.
answer that. And this is why people hold on to it so dearly as a belief, because it is like
It's a
a religion that
convertible.
tries to have a creation
Okay, tell me he's actually going to stop.
story. It tries to tell
He's
you
not.
who you are, where you are, how we all came to be here, etc., etc.
No, stop.
He's not going to stop. He's going to die. He's going to die here.
Giving us this model of our
he
place.
stopped.
All right, he did stop. All right.
Are you sure he's gonna die? He's gonna die here. He's gonna die here.
I thought
That.
I thought that was going to turn out badly. All right. Oh, we have a hand up. Squirrel, what do you got?
Yeah, sorry about the late, but I kind of lost track of time there. I want to know what the hell does the flat Earth or a round Earth or whatever have to do with it? Have to do with anything resembling creation or creationism? We know how the Earth became because it was just it was just gravitationally accreted, and once you get to a certain size, it just kind of goes round. That's all everybody else did that. Why didn't we?
Yeah.
Right? You have to prove that there was something to create the Earth before you can make that claim. In short, citation fucking needed.
Okay. All right. Wisdom
It's
Vendor.
not even wrong.
Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Yeah, it wasn't so much about the video because that was obvious crap. But I would just like to take this moment, since I've never had this moment, to tell Lord Crocker Squirrel in person that I absolutely fucking love his avatar. It's fucking amazing. It is absolutely fucking amazing, and I love it.
Actually, believe it or not, I stole that from somebody on the internet.
Oh my.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Actually, I do know who did it. I did ask for permission, so I'm good.
Terry, you want the ISS one next? But not an issue. It's got to be better than this crap. All right. On that note, let us move on and try not to talk over the video, folks. Okay, here we go. Squirrel, drop the hand. Moving on.
Oh, right.
In the universe, which is just another explanation, or that is no different to any other creation story.
Hands up.
Yeah.
Pig, what do you got?
Now, if he did not stop, that semi would have hit him, and I would have laughed my ass off because that would have made my day. That's it.
That's pretty harsh.
Oh, that's vicious.
That's pretty harsh. That's okay. Here we go. More stuff.
That guy.
That's a little bit hard.
Here we go.
We all know that there's a kind of esoteric. There are unanswerable questions you can't answer about the origins of this place.
Been answered.
I remember asking when I was a kid, or I was told that space is infinite, and I spent the next few weeks or something trying to wrap my head around that, and so you can't just try to you get to a point.
All right, Squirrel, what do you got?
You were told as a child that space was infinite. Well, to be perfectly honest, that person didn't exactly lie to you, but probably wasn't quite where. Probably didn't have the correct information. I don't know how old you are, dude, but you have no excuse today for not looking on the internet to find out why space might be infinite, or why your parents might have told you that, or your teacher, or whoever.
Indeed.
For all intents and purposes, just from the standpoint of how far we can get, space might as well be infinite.
Yeah,
We can't get that. We can't get there. We can't get there from here.
Indeed.
Or at least not far enough out that it'll make any freaking difference. So yeah, it was that's the sort of half answer that adults give small children. You can do your own research.
Peppy said.
Also, like my last one, this one is not even wrong.
Okay, that works.
That's two not even wrong there.
Indeed. All right, RJ, what do you got?
I don't want to sound like a terrible skeptic, but I think the world we've been seeing is CGI.
All right.
Holy crap, RJ.
Okay. Here's some more.
Where you just have to accept the limitations of our knowledge. And this is it. When you think about the difference between knowledge and... I mean, there are people who will defend the globe and really, hate any idea of the flat Earth, defend the globe, saying, we know, because of science, that the sun is 93 million miles away. No, you don't know that. Nobody knows that. There is not one person.
All right. Squirrel.
Take it, Squirrel.
Go ahead.
Okay, first off, we know the planet is a globe because we've been out there and seen it. In fact, we've taken pictures of it from a quarter of a million miles away. That's right. Apollo 8 took the first picture of the Earth coming off, and it was done again for I think Apollo 10 did it again. That's the big famous Earthrise shot. I'm pretty sure. No, it was Mike Collins on Apollo 11. And the big trivia bit about this is that every human being that existed at that particular moment in time was in that photo except Mike Collins.
Yes.
Okay, and that's just because he was taking the shot. Okay, we've been there. We've seen that this thing is a globe with eyes. Right here. We have binocular vision right there in the front of the head. And not only have we managed to calculate how far away the sun is, which you can do with 2 sightings with another planet at opposition.
Oh, you're talking about a transit, right?
No, at opposition. We get Mars. If you can get Mars at opposition, you could take the measurements. You do 2 sightings, take the measurements, and as long as you guys are far enough away, you can tell how far Mars is away from the center of the sun, and then just subtract that distance, because there's a table for that. But we have not only have we done the math to find out how far away the sun is. You could do, like I was just saying, you can do that with simple trig. We've actually used that information to send probes all the way out. In fact, we sent it all the way out around Jupiter, flipped it out of the ecliptic, and then back around to do measurements without running into it.
That was handy.
How does that work?
All right.
Think about that for 2 seconds. Do your fucking homework. You're not even wrong. Again.
It works nicely.
All right. Diana, what do you got?
Yeah, I thought that Squirrel had picked it up, but he hadn't picked this one up. When Jackass over there said that we don't know that the sun is 93 million miles away, yes, we do, because who was it that used a transit of Venus to measure the distance between the Earth and the sun by taking 2 measurements at widely spaced intervals on the globe of all things? Yeah, it was in the 18th century, I think, and I forget who did it. Damn it!
Yeah, and actually, we should. We did that. We did that. I even had a graphic showing that with how it's done with Mars at its greatest distance. Yeah, that's.
Actually, you don't even need to do.
Say again.
If we're being honest, Cool Hard Logic did a video. It was It was one of the. It was his geocentrism supplement that explained in graphic detail exactly how this was done.
Yes.
And in fact managed to do the math
That's what I'm
position
thinking of.
of Mars ahead of time.
All right.
Yeah, so we can. Well, we can't because we won't be alive. The measurements can be made and checked against CHL's calculations, and they will come out correct. Of course, they will.
Oh, Chris, yes, pineapple pizza. I'm giving that 2 thumbs down. That's yes, evil, absolutely evil.
Yes,
Just send it my way.
pineapple pizza sucks.
Yeah. All right.
If you don't, it sucks if that's all you're doing. If you put some other stuff on it, some pepperoni and some ham, and maybe some bacon, it's actually pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah, well, Crocker Scroll, you need to recheck your avatar.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
On that note, RJ, you got the hand up.
Still not even wrong.
All right. Don't make me lean on the freaking mute button again. All right. RJ, you got the hand up. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, wasn't Karis ahead of me?
Maybe so. I looked at over here. It looked like you both came up at once. All right. Karis, what do you got?
I'm mostly just bitching about basically the same thing.
But you
as
do
earlier.
it so nicely.
Indeed.
He has absolutely no knowledge base, and he has the gall to talk to us about the limitations of our knowledge as though his even approaches average. I mean, it's go ahead, RJ.
Okay, RJ.
Yeah, Crocker Squirrel was suggesting that the fellow could use simple trigonometry. That was the snag. You're expecting him to use simple trigonometry?
Oh, right. No, that you're absolutely right. I can't even expect these people to be able to balance their own checkbooks. Never mind the whole trigonometry thing. I mean, I have some difficulties with it, and I could still follow what CHL had to say on the matter. And actually, Lavender Lady, I did actually catch what you were talking about. I just went about explaining not quite the right.
Okay, yeah. So I think we're two ways to get to the same place.
All right. Hey, we have a.
I see a super chat.
Yes, we do. In fact, have one from Zero. Thanks for taking a stand against abominations. As a pizza fundamentalist, I applaud you. Yeah, really. I mean, it's
$6.66.
Indeed. That's very good. All right. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Karis doesn't even understand the concept of how to be a bitch. So she is big on that subject.
Stick around, Wisdom Vendor.
Wisdom Vendor, I hate to tell it to you, but she absolutely has that down to a T. But you wouldn't want to go there.
See, I've never seen it. She's always. It's
always. Hey, Peter, I think you're completely wrong.
So it does happen. You're saying, Karis, if someone annoys you enough.
Well, it takes a lot. I'm usually fairly even for quite a long time, and then once I hit, boiling point, it's not a simmer. It's more like the whole thing explodes.
Pressure cook.
Or you can just be named Peter, and then you'll make it happen frequently.
All right, let us move on and see what other foolishness awaits us. Here we go.
So who can confirm that? You could, and the only reason that's done is because of the model.
Oh, RJ, what do you got?
Yeah, apparently it was Aristarchus who worked out the first distance to the sun, making use of information that he got from that Aristophanes guy on the size of the globe. Mm-hmm. So it didn't even require telescopes or modern stuff, but actually old ancient Greek science that you could do wearing a bed sheet. So I really think the guy has to raise his standards.
Okay. Well, very good. All right.
Yeah.
And here we go. More of this.
Sorry.
Oh, yes.
I'm kind of thinking that this guy seems to have the mindset of having all of his knowledge base passed down to him from his grandpappy, And because you just can't do things like they did in the old days, because that's when the good stuff was really made. So we just take things from our grandpappy, and that's how they did it then, and this is how we did it now. And it wasn't broke then, why fix it now? And, that sort of thing. Even though I'm putting a Southern American accent on it, but, he deserves it.
It could very well be. All right.
Apologies to all Southern Americans. You're charming. It's just I've had the unfortunate misfortune to not meet some of the more intelligent among you.
Okay. All righty. Let's see. Wisdom Bender, you got something to add?
Yeah, just a minor response to Karis.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate her claim, or not claim so much as a comment toward the average Southern American who is not technologically advanced. And you're correct. Most of us are fucking idiots.
Oh my.
I live in a vast majority of fucking idiots here in Columbus, Mississippi, in southern U.S. I'm sorry, Karis, but that's a fact. But some of us
there are diamonds in
have actually thought about life and have never been religious. Even though my mother's family was very religious, I never was religious, and I actually went on to college and gained an electrical engineering degree and minor in mechanical engineering. And some of us are not idiots in the southern U.S. I just wanted to speak up for some of us.
I know.
But
I had to put that
not all of
disclaimer.
us. So don't think that I don't hate fucking living here, because I do.
What is this? Is this not all Dixiecrats? Is that the way it works?
Yeah. Well, there's no true no true Southern American atheist, I guess. Is where.
Aren't you accused of speaking a foreign language if you say something like engineering and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Like a foreigner.
It is sad, but it's true.
All right.
Go back to New York City.
Squirrel, you have something to toss in here?
Yeah, a couple things here real quick. NANA says, anyone else want this guy to get hit by a truck? Well, I'm kind of figuring the poor guy on the moped here is the next guy in line to get a hammer. On the flip side, just to kind of echo a little bit of what's already been said, he seems to think that that he has the ultimate education, and nobody else can know anything better than he can. We cannot confirm that the Earth is flat. In fact, we have repeatedly confirmed exactly the opposite.
Indeed.
We just need to accept the limitations of our knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, no one's ever said that we know everything. No one's ever said that we could know everything. However, we keep chipping away.
All right, let us move on. There we go.
Yes.
Do we have to?
Putting the Earth at the center. Putting the sun at the center. That's the model. Having the sun at the center and then building it all around that. Yeah? Hang on, I've got to get some diesel here. Where should I pull up? Over there. All right. It's all, there's no self-service here in Thailand. You have to, they do it all for you. สวัสดีครับ ดีเซล 200 บาทครับ เดี๋ยวนะไอหาไม่เจอแป๊บนึง
Drink.
Karis, what do you got?
His accent.
Yeah.
There's this reputation of Aussies and Kiwis and Brits. Their accent sounds intelligent no matter what they say. And this guy puts the lie to that. He brings it down a notch.
I see.
Especially when he's trying to speak Thai.
What?
Especially when he's trying to speak Thai.
Oh, I missed something.
Yes, Jack don't talk Thai. Okay. And let's see.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, so we had this guy on our show called Pastor Luck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord, yes.
I think he speaks Thai because he ended up being inside Thai when one of his children walked in. Just minor piece of information.
Ty being his secretary.
Yeah.
Okay then. All right.
And Ty being the woman who screwed up our show 3 times in a row. I mean, that's an achievement right there for a secretary to screw up dates.
Okay.
Peter, no, just no.
Maybe that's why she got no.
All right, let us move on. Oh, Michelle says, "Oh, Jack Tuck Thai."
To be moving to making.
Here we go. Moving on.
มันอยู่ไหน ที่เปิดฝาอยู่ไหน ดูแถวนี้ไหม อ๋อ ใช่ป่ะ Okay. I couldn't find the
What the hell is going on?
The petrol lever. It's a borrowed car. So.
Can he not pump his own gas?
Yeah.
No, it's not allowed in Thailand.
It's like New Jersey.
Models. Yeah. So, I mean, don't you understand?
Really, in Thailand and New Jersey,
I mean, if you really think, just think about it. It's so.
That's correct.
Video's on.
Simple.
Well, I know in New Jersey you can't.
Video's on.
Well, you can't.
Hey, sweetie, raise your hand.
If one raised a hand too, when the video's on, nobody says anything. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
Alrighty. Let's see. And I see Wisdom Vendor has a hand up. What do you got, sir?
Yeah, I'm wondering. People in New Jersey, they honestly, I've seen on videos where they're not allowed to pump their own gas.
You are correct.
Yeah, for the longest time, I thought it was just because we're basically a lazy ass state and nobody wants to. But no, it's an actual rule.
Wait, Si. When you say we, you live in New Jersey?
I do, in fact.
To live in New Jersey.
I am at the New Jersey shore, right out here by the ocean.
I think, is that not the only state in the union that's true about?
Deathpool Wilson says New Jersey and Oregon.
Yeah, I was about to point out Oregon. Washington, you have self-serve here as God intended.
I'm just wondering why. What is the reasoning behind that? I'm curious.
We're the nanny state. That's what it is. I can't speak for Oregon, but I will tell you New Jersey is the nanny state. If someone attacks you, you have the obligation to run away. You must. Your first choice must always be egress.
Are you kidding me?
No. This includes in your own house, by the way. This includes in your own house.
A home invasion, you're obligated to run away.
Yes. Your first obligation is egress.
I am so sorry to hear that.
What about people in Lakewood on Friday though, Si? You know, Friday after sundown. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. In fact, I'm not sure what the rules are.
I have to ask, Si. I have to ask. Why? What inspired that kind of law?
I told you we are the nanny state, which is there should be.
Yeah, but the nanny state doesn't cover it. I'm asking the reasoning behind it.
Well, see, there are laws that people should not do home invasion. Therefore, home invasion does not exist. There are laws that say that if someone does, break into your house, you have an obligation to, flee, because that way no one will get hurt. See, the whole there's a belief here that you can legislate safety. That's what it is.
And it's also a promotion of track and field.
Do you believe that personally?
You can't legislate safety. No, you can't.
I do not believe that as well.
It is because there are people who will ignore. Now, fortunately, I don't really have to worry about it because this is really about the safest town on earth. It's a very small town.
But we're not talking about specifically. We're talking about in general.
Well, also the corporate headquarters of several running shoes companies, and that's probably why.
All right. Before we take too much time on this topic, I don't agree with it either. If someone breaks into your house, I would not expect you to go, "Hey, take all my stuff. I'm out of here."
Yeah.
I would not expect anyone to do that.
I tell you what, that's the last thing someone's going to do in my house down here in Mississippi.
Indeed, and if something terrible happened to my brain to where I was going to break into someone else's house, I would fully expect them to respond in the harshest way possible.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too. Exactly.
That's to be
I would expect
expected.
to have my guts blown out.
You know what's really weird is they do actually have martial arts schools over there in New Jersey, so I'm not even sure why.
Karis,
What?
do you realize how ridiculous that concept is?
Yeah, well, I mean, at the
Martial arts
time.
with someone who's invading your home with a gun.
Well, I mean, there are you don't dodge a bullet, you dodge their aim.
Yeah, and actually, that's an entire that's an entire we'll just call it a class in Krav Maga.
Let's dodge a
Is
shotgun, why don't we?
actually armed assailant is one of the things that you are intensely trained to deal with in Krav Maga. So and trust me, there's an emphasis on the intensely trained. So that was.
If you like, we could get our Robert in here at some point. He's one of our hosts on Mind the Gap, and he's a 7th degree black belt instructor in Texas.
Ah.
I am
because those always stop 9mm.
Actually, it's what Kara said. It's what Kara said. There's a.
You don't stop the bullet. You're not dodging bullets. You are dodging their aim.
Well, there's that if there is a shot, and there's a lot of preliminary stuff that can occur prior to even from the gun is being aimed at you. In that time, there are quite a few things that can occur. Anyway, we better get back to this. Let's see. We got some hands up. Diana, what do you got?
Hey, without a gun, you got no chance with someone with a gun. You really don't.
Yeah, just a real quick one. My ex had explained it to me back when we were together as far as the gasoline in New Jersey. I looked it up, and it's the same in Oregon. It was lobbying by the station owners.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up on the Font of All Knowledge, and it was a lot earlier than I thought it was. In New Jersey, self-serve was banned in 1949. In Oregon, it was banned, I believe, in 1951. And it was and there are some who maintain that it was corruption that had something to do with that. I really couldn't tell you. New Jersey, you would never find corruption there.
No. No, not happening.
Well, it's a lot better. It's a lot better than it used to be. But I would say the popular statement is that it was a safety issue. So
yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, Mel had grown up in Warren County, so she's on the other end of the state from you.
Alrighty, RJ, what do you got?
Yeah, I just want to say that if anyone invades my house, I am absolutely merciless. I first begin with an extended lecture on the history of chess, and then I move on to pluricells in sauropod vertebrae. Usually, at that point, they're screaming for mercy.
Oh, my word.
I see. The perfect defense. Okay. All right. Squirrel, what do you got?
Yeah, kind of to continue on what RJ was saying here. Somebody breaks into my house. I'm absolutely leaving, but I'm taking a big long briefcase with me, and give me about 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to be out a window. But there will be some mean individual that invaded my house, lying on the floor, bleeding out.
Okay.
I will put a hole in that guy.
I'm firmly of the belief that even if it's illegal, I'd much rather be judged by 12 than carried by 4.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the way that works.
Hey, Karis, where I am, you're judged by or carried by 6. But
I guess it depends on your weight and stuff. I mean, we need 6 people to carry you.
No. In all our funerals in the U.S., in Southern U.S., it's 6 people. And I agree completely. Judged by 12 rather than carried by 6.
Well, what if it's a really tiny person?
I don't know. Maybe you stand really close together or something.
Okay. You guys will do anything to avoid getting back to this movie.
Yes.
You have no idea.
All right.
It was a ball mirror. It was 6.
Hey, Karis made a good point.
All right, Peter, what do you got? You're talking to a muted microphone, Peter. You might want to.
Yeah, I noticed.
There you go.
I just wanted to say when Kara said she wanted to be judged by 12. My mind went in the gutter, and so I forgot to unmute.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
No, you don't.
All right. On that note, let us move on.
One more thing.
Of course. Go ahead.
Vesta Freya says, RJ, just unleash the attack ovens. Sorry, I had to.
Not a problem. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, there are many, many models, yeah, that you can have that attempt to illustrate. Welcome, Cab.
Drink.
Up. Karis.
I want him to make up a few other models. He said there are many, many models you can have. And I want to see what some of these other models are. I want to see him do it.
Well, we know which one is not in that list. There has yet to be presented a flat Earth model that can predict anything. So, all right, RJ, what do you got?
I'm still pushing for the taco shape. I really want the taco shape.
Indeed. All right.
The first movie night I was ever on, we did a donut or either a bead or a donut shaped Earth.
That was Donut Earth. Yep. All right, more stuff.
Yeah. The attempt to illustrate our what do? They you mark the passage of time of the stars, and the whole thing, the models are based on, like I said, where are we in the universe? How can we make this connection to our place in space by looking at the sun, moon, and stars? Yeah, so we.
Wait, did he just say? How could we make our connection to our place in space by looking at the sun, the moon, and the star?
I think he's talking about locating our position relative to the rest of the universe. Seeing what our relative location is in the universe is what I think he's saying. But
that to me, that was like, how can I find the TV remote by staring at the coffee table where it is? That didn't make a lot of sense. All right, maybe he'll clarify. Let's see if he clarifies.
Don't see the sun and the moon and the stars moving.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, the fact that people can't. I mean, I get asked this question. Well, how come? I mean, it's you on in the northern hemisphere you see the moon one way, and then in the southern hemisphere you see it upside down. It's like, do you not have?
See, that's a funny one, Woody, and this is not a drink thing, because that if the moon was spinning around, going in a circle over a flat Earth, it would look upside down when you went to this southern hemiplane, or whatever the hell they're going to call it, versus the northern hemiplane. So, Squirrel, what do you got?
You see, here's the thing. People are asking him about the moon, but I want to know, dude, seriously, can you answer this? I bet you won't even try it. How is it that we see completely different stars, all consistent with time zone, between the northern and southern hemispheres? Because by the nature of the beast, if you were in Cape Town, South Africa, and say Buenos Aires, and another guy in Sydney, you all look due south, you can see the same stars, with the only differences being what time of night it actually is.
Okay.
Okay. But you're all looking at. But if the Earth is flat, you're all looking in different directions.
Yes.
Literally, you're all looking off at angles from one another.
Okay. Spooky Bed Hair wants to know if the panelist nude calendar is out yet.
We might tell Karis all about this, because she might have missed this.
Oh yeah, Karis, we've had numerous requests that a panelist nude calendar for 2019 be put out.
Right. Anyway,
and when that happened,
I've
one
actually
kept popping up in the side chat as the main reason to do this calendar. I'm just wanted to have that out there.
and by the way, Cy, this one too is a not even wrong, and now you owe me 3 of them.
Alrighty.
I don't like nude. I think humans look ridiculous while nude. So I like a little bit of clothes.
Okay, so panelists dressed in nude colors.
I shouldn't have showed you.
No, like sparkly, kind of skimpy things. Unless you're guys, then some sort of a uniform, totally some sort of uniform. If you're a girl, then whatever, just as long as you're
Or you could wear nothing but an AR-15 and a cold sidearm.
No.
So girls in uniform.
Guys.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
I think Factard nailed it. Wants everybody nude from the chin up. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right. Let's see. We got some more hands up here.
3 not even wrong, Cy.
All right. For what?
3 not even wrongs now that have been called and you didn't get incremented.
It says 3.
What, should we have 6?
Yes, we should have 6 because there were 2 when I walked in.
All right, fine. They better actually be real too. All right. Let's see. All right, RJ, what do you got?
$100 for me to do the nude calendar. $500 for me not to send it to you.
Wow, RJ, you're cheap.
Down here in the hustings, I have a low budget.
All right.
I buy an awful lot of ink cartridges, though.
Indeed. All right. Let's see. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
How did Flat Earth turn into a nude calendar?
Oh, last week.
Was it that bad hair guy again?
There were a bunch of requests last week that there be a panelist nude calendar. So
it's calendar boogocentrism.
Okay, well, I just need a little warm up time, and I'll be good to go.
All right.
You know what? I should probably take my old uniforms out, see if they still fit.
All right.
What are the odds?
On that note, back to this stuff, and let's see what we have.
The mental capacity or the ability to even try and think, and all you got to do is stick a picture on your ceiling or on your
stick a
on the
mirror
floor
on your
even,
ceiling.
and then stand on one side of your flat floored room, look up and see that the moon looks one way, and then you go across to the opposite side of the room and see that it bollocks. Do a U-turn here.
All right, see, Wisdom Vendor has the hand up, but before that, let us just quickly point out, Zero says, just put the pug in a Speedo and we'll call it nude enough. All right, Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Yeah, I'd like to say that once in my life, I put a mirror above my bed on my ceiling, and it had this little caption at the bottom that said, objects in mirror are larger than they appear.
Okay. Garrus, what do you got?
This guy's experiments are similar to a certain guest we had on named Mr. Intelligent Design. I mean, that's the caliber that he's at right now. I need another drink.
Okay.
Wasn't he from the same country?
That's right. You guys were Edgared here not long ago.
All righty. And
flashbacks, PTSD.
Sorry. All right, here's more stuff.
Never mind. Stand on the other side of the room, and well, the picture is now upside down. According
Let's drop some eggs.
These are. You don't need to be on a globe. In fact, this is it. There is nothing. There is absolutely nothing at all about any of the observations we make. Again, I've got to keep emphasizing it, that the entire globe model is created by looking up into the sky. interpreting observations of the sun, moon, and stars.
Okay, that's just not true. That's just not true at all. Let's see. All right, Squirrel, what do you got?
How about all of these fun people, myself included, who have actually looked down on it from outside atmosphere? Just looked down and seen this big, beautiful blue ball. The hell are you talking about?
Agreed.
He probably does look down and see a big blue ball.
Alrighty.
No.
Very good. And here's more
Not
stuff.
even wrong again.
That's not even wrong. That's wrong. He said that the only way that we know how to do it is by looking up at the stars and stuff, and that's incorrect. So that's, it's
Okay,
on the same topic.
That one. He's just wrong. Period.
Yeah. All right. And here's more stuff.
It's no curvature has ever been measured on.
Okay, that's just a lie. No reason to.
Greg, that's a lie, absolutely.
Yep, that's just plain wrong. Look at how much time we're saving because he's saying stuff that's just so stupid. That's all we have to say. Here we go.
The surface of the Earth. But this is why you've got people arguing about all these different little, what they call proofs, and they're not proofs, they're not measurements, they are interpretations. And you can make calculations, yeah? Measurements and calculations are different. So you can make a calculation.
All right, let us see. All right, Squirrel, what do you got?
It's actually Karis's turn. She's the one that called 3 first.
It's actually very frivolous. He seems very unfamiliar with curvatures in general.
Indeed.
And that's the extent of my comment, because I've given up wasting any mental energy on. Anyway, go ahead.
Indeed.
First off, parents, it's not our fault that both his mother and every girlfriend and every girl he's ever seen has been a freaking skateboard. On the other side of that, yeah, we've done measurements. How do you think surveys happen? How do you think we actually have city blocks?
You just have to accept
measurements all over Heaven. You're in the middle of a Gorham city. Come on, dude, get with the program.
Yeah, it does seem like he's sort of strawmanning through the whole thing, saying that.
This whole thing, it's all been one huge straw man.
Yeah.
You're just playing wrong, dude.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
And interpretation, yeah. But what drives me nuts is the fact that this is all based on observations. Drink.
RJ, what do you got?
I think we've got to the peg there. It's driven him nuts. He's just nuts. That's it. End of game there.
Okay. Very good. Alrighty.
This guy does not use lube.
Alright, Squirrel, you got something to add?
This hurts.
You're talking to a muted mic.
What is this guy's name again?
This is Phuket Word. There, I think I said it right this time.
No, you didn't actually. It's if you go strictly, it's Phuket Word.
Yeah, there you go.
You are a fucking idiot.
Okay. Alrighty, and here's more stuff.
And when we observe something, then perspective it governs your observation. Just like the cars in front of me appear to get smaller and smaller, and the electricity pylons appear to get lower and lower because of perspective. Yeah.
Drink.
Okay, Diana, what do you got?
No, they don't look like they're getting lower and lower. They're shrinking, perhaps, apparently.
Must build additional pylons.
I think that's it. I mean, as you look into a single vanishing point, as far as I can tell, everything is on the same level. It's just getting shorter and shorter, is it not?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Rather than getting lower and lower.
Yeah. Indeed.
No, I thought that was the case. Okay, I'll put my hand down now.
Okay, and here's some more.
Then when we look at the sun, moon, and stars, oh no! Ignore perspective. and it's because you're moving on a spherical surface.
Drink.
It's just
all right, Squirrel, what do you got?
Mr. Fucking Word or World. This word, perspective. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was in that sentence either, since stars, no.
No.
All right, here we go.
Interpretation. One choice interpretation. One of many possible interpretations.
Name a few.
No.
Yeah? But there's no reason, there is absolutely no reason for the Earth to be a spinning ball, apart from the fact that there was a decision to put...
All right. Diana, what do you got?
There's no reason? How about gravity? Haven't you ever heard of fucking gravity?
That would be one damn good reason. Yeah. All right. More Squirrel, what do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna help Diana out here.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity, you fucking retard! Gravity! Have you ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity!
All right. Karis, what do you got?
We have to remember that with some of them, I'm not saying necessarily him, but when they talk about there is no reason for this necessarily to be that, or no reason for that, they're not necessarily saying that there's not a cause for it being this. Oftentimes they're talking about a purpose. There's no greater purpose for this being this way, or there's no greater purpose that this must be this way. They're talking, not always, maybe not in this case, but often in terms of a creator or a designer or something like that. They're talking in terms of a purpose for it and not necessarily a cause of it.
That is a distinct possibility. Also, there's a possibility that there's no reason for this, and then the silent "that I understand." That's another possibility.
Yeah, he's really forgetting the limitations of his knowledge.
Indeed. All right. And Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Well, if there's a purpose in this situation and there's a creator, then doesn't that imply a cause?
Hmm.
And doesn't cause imply some sort of repercussion, some sort of result?
I would imagine.
So creator means cause.
Okay.
Means purpose.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, a creator would mean a cause and a purpose, but...
Well, I would see cause and reaction, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a purpose. Purpose implies intent.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, a sentient creator, not a natural processes creation process, thing.
Okay.
We're talking, when I'm talking about a creator, I'm talking about a sentient being having a purpose for creating.
Is that not what they were speaking of?
Well, I mean, he said there's no reason for it to be a ball, and Lavender Lady said the reason is gravity, and I'm pointing out in this case he might be using the word reason to mean there is no purpose for the Earth to be a ball.
Remember offhand.
Yeah, and it's not intent.
Can you remember from his other stuff that we've
right
subjected to?
His other stuff?
Yeah, haven't we seen other films from him?
Yes, actually we have.
Can anybody think of any mention he made of a creator in any of those? Can we go in past history?
That does not stand out in my mind. It not that if so, I don't think he made a big deal of it.
Is that RJ? Sounds very quiet to me.
No, that was Diana.
No, he meant RJ's mic. RJ's mic is a little down.
Lavender Lady?
Yes, dear.
My mic is. It sounds like your mic is down very low. To me.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
let me see if I can fix that.
I don't know if it's just me or what.
How do I sound to other people?
It sounds a little low over here as well.
It's a little low.
Okay, I'll.
Very far away.
Okay, does that help at all?
Nope.
No change, really.
I can barely hear you.
There's some
It's demons.
All right, well let's make the rounds. Let's make the rounds and come back. RJ, what do you got?
I realized also that the enormous scientific discoveries that he's managed to do, the problem with all of those Galileo and Newton and Kepler and sort of the scientists over the years with all their calipers and measurements and calculus and telescopes and all that kind of stuff, when all they had to do to figure all of this out was drive around in his pickup truck around rural Thailand. I mean, he's got it figured.
Seems so much simpler that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, and Lavender Lady, let's see if you're better.
Guys, do I sound any better now?
Yes, that's up.
Okay,
Yes,
for some strange
much better.
My audio board went wonky for some strange reason, and I just flipped it. I turned it off and turned it back on. To put it that way. Okay, as long as it's working fine, we're great. Let me put my hand down.
All right, we're all good. Okay, and let us continue. Here we go, more stuff.
The sun. Imagine that the sun is at the center of it all. Just okay, we could be and consider us as another planet. And it's understandable that it's very, very difficult to detach from this idea that the Earth is another planet, because that's what we've been told since we were kids.
Well, yeah. There's a reason we've been told that.
You know, Mars, the moon, and all that. And okay, you look up and you see Jupiter or something with moons going around it.
Pause.
We are paused. Go ahead.
Sir, we not only can look up into the skies of Earth, we can look up into the skies of Mars and look at the Earth and moon from Mars. I've got pictures. You want to see them? No, you'll complain that they're fakes.
They're CGI.
Yeah, they're all CGI. No, we not only can look up here. We've looked up here. We've looked up on the moon. We've looked up on Mars. We get the same thing wherever we look. The same. It's the solar system is heliocentric, and as far as the universe is concerned, there is no center. Okay, that's basically the way it works.
Quite true. Alrighty. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Well, I'd just like to point out that there's two things that these people see. They know that they're on a planet. They may think it's flat, I don't know. But they also see the sun. Now, if that's the only two celestial bodies that they see, their only conclusion that they can draw with a simple mind and without seeing and observing anything further than that is that the sun goes around the Earth. We see it rise in the east, we see it set in the west. And it does. What would it look like if that was the case? I mean, if that's all you saw, literally.
Well, that's Wittgenstein right there, yeah.
If that's all you saw and that's all they're looking at, that's my point. They have a simple mind, and that's all they're seeing. So I'm just saying that they're not seeing all there is. They're just convinced of all they see.
Yeah, and think how comforting that is, though. It's something that's easily understood. You don't have to think about orbits. There's no Keplerian elements to calculate for. There's none of that stuff. It's very simple.
I'm just saying that. Excuse me for a moment. All I'm saying is, if I was a very simple-minded person, and I didn't see any further than the sun and the earth, I could understand how that's what they would believe and truly believe it.
Yeah.
If my mind was limited, and didn't look any further.
Agreed. And very good. All right, Squirrel, what do you got?
First off, we have sent the magic probes to Mars. They see a big brown red ball, and then they land on it, and the scenery is flat all of a sudden, or appears to be flat. Can you explain that, Mr. Man? Additionally, we've got some people here that are concerned about Peter. He has not had a freaking word to say in quite a while, and it's starting to. I'm starting to wonder maybe if he passed out on us or fell over from heart attack or something.
I'm actually concerned about that myself because Peter always has something to say.
He's had his hand up for a while now.
All right. Well,
I am still here. I am working on on a certain Mr. Luke A. Pig, his PhD. I'm nearly finished, and it will be published. Where do I publish this? In screenshots or memes?
Maybe screenshots would be good.
Okay, I will do.
It can always be moved to memes later if you need to.
As I don't have a signature of the Science Strike Force Academy's president, I will just refer to him by his name, if that's okay.
That works.
Oh, just a plug Paul, too.
And an illegible scrawl ought to do.
That's pretty much what it looks like.
A hoof print.
Hoof print.
Okay.
Remember
right.
making a cloven hoof. Pigs have four little things in their feet.
Bet they do. Alrighty.
Okay, but do they have allspice?
Well, I wasn't talking about in their ham. I meant.
All right. While we're waiting, let us see what RJ has to add. Who is patiently waiting.
Well, I think we now have the new terminology here. We're talking about the Simpletonian model.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah.
Very good. All right. We've got Chris says, hold your head up. We know what that means. Okay. Peter, you still got the hand up. Something else?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Yes, you can make the assumption that the moon that we see is doing the same thing. So you can model it on that assumption.
Yes,
but this is
get out.
And this is why there's such a oops, hang on a minute.
What the hell was that?
How about operate your motor vehicle in a safe fashion? How about that? Is that too much to ask?
It's Thailand.
Still recording? Yeah. Oh dear, hang on. Such a desire to explain gravity, to have this, and this is why the numbers are so important. The numbers are so important to the mathematicians, because when you have a number, you have a constant. It's like.
Okay, everybody got that? All numbers are constants.
Trying to work out the lengths and angles of a triangle, for example, yeah? You need to know at least a couple of the sides or the angles before you can do the rest.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah?
What about a circle?
So, this is why having this constant rate of acceleration when you drop a mass through the air.
Drink.
Oh, we have a drink call. Karis, that was you.
Why is he not talking about the surface area of a sphere or something? This Earth is not a fucking triangle.
Okay.
Or at least pick something relevant.
Although there's nothing wrong with fucking triangles now.
I've never tried it.
I don't know, man. It looks like it could be kind of pointy.
They are a little on the pointy side. I'd be cautious. I would be very cautious with that.
Definitely.
I guess, I don't know. I mean, if it was a very slender isosceles triangle, maybe it wouldn't be so painful. But if it was a really big
Karis, you only have to be careful when managing the tip.
Work that hypotenuse.
Alrighty. Let us see what Wisdom Vendor has to add.
He's vending wisdom.
When it comes to triangles, I am very Pythagorean tolerant.
Okay.
I thought the Pythagoreans weren't all that tolerant of things they didn't care to. Never mind.
All right. And on that note, let's see what else we have in store.
Was such a defining moment for the globe. Yeah, because all it does, it doesn't prove anything. It's, you know, all it does is give the mathematicians a constant.
His camera's giving me a heart attack.
And so they can expand and extrapolate on their model, and then they can say, well, that's because the Earth has a specific mass, and it's handy to have the Earth being a specific mass as a sphere, isn't it? Because then everything's rounded off.
Okay, is he just saying words now? I mean,
yes, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's rounded off.
Speaking of, he's talking about specific mass. Is he talking about a given mass, or is he talking about the concept of specific mass?
No, see, I tried to put that. Yeah, I tried to put all that together in one paragraph, and it was just it's just saying things. Anyway, Wisdom Vendor, what have you had to say about this?
Well, there's such thing as specific gravity when you're trying to measure the charge content of a battery.
Yes.
For instance.
Right.
But that's not what we're talking about. He said specific mass, and he used the word specific.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the Earth is gaining mass at a rate of about 8 to 10 tons per day from cosmic dust. Is anyone here aware of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm good to go.
Okay. Very good. Karis, what have you to add?
I think we're giving him way too much credit. I don't think he knew that there was a term specific mass.
Well, I don't know. I thought that maybe he saw it on a box top or something, and he just had to.
Yeah, to this part, I wouldn't think too much into it. It really appears he was just saying things.
And also the world being conveniently completely rounded off is. Okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. We shall. Here we go.
So just try this little thought experiment. Imagine the Earth is a cube with rounded corners, if you like.
Why?
You know, as soon as you get that in your head and you try to imagine going around a cube,
somebody beat.
Then you start to see that there are points where you would fall off, and then.
All right, Lavender Lady, what have you to add?
Imagine the Earth as a cube. Somebody beat you to it, jackass. The writers of the Superman series in DC Comics did the Bizarro world, which was a cube. What's your point?
Yeah, agreed. All right,
a vertex.
Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
I'm sorry, but I have to add in here. I don't imagine the world as a cube, but I can't imagine a flatland as a cubic type world. It's called Minecraft, and I enjoy the fuck out of it.
Okay. Very good. All right, more stuff.
I know. You know what I really hate? I really hate this argument where they have a flat disk Earth. And they tell you that the closer you get to the edge, the more difficult it would be because of to move and walk and stuff because of gravity.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Right.
Good.
Again, you know, expanding on this idea, this assumption that it's the Earth's specific mass which creates weight for anything on the Earth.
All right, well, tell us what it is then.
It's insane. It's just a thought experiment off a thought experiment, and I just it's not based on any kind of reality at all. But you've got these people that will say that is a fact. It's a fact that the Earth.
All right, RJ, go right ahead.
I was suddenly reminded of when he starts talking about thought experiments of Einstein's famous elevator experiment in relativity and gravity. Except in his case, he was physically dropped down an elevator shaft when young, and that counts for all of this.
Followed by the car with no braking mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah. Curse splat, and the rest is video.
All right. And Karis, what do you got?
He and I finally agree on something.
Okay. Indeed.
What was that?
That's.
I don't know. It was me trying to imitate him, and I did a horrible job at it.
Oh, no. The realism was frightening. I thought he was right here.
Yeah, the frustration, exuberation was just unreal.
Indeed. All right, so.
Well, I have a cat sitting on my lap, and I'm trying not to startle him. So.
Oh, yeah.
I had a cat sitting on my lap about 10 minutes ago, and I have 3 scratches on my legs. Thanks to who they were listening to.
Indeed. All right. And here's more stuff. Oh, not Wisdom Bender has something to add. Wisdom Bender, what do you got?
Oh, my mistake.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Here we go.
I am Karis. Hear me roar.
I'll be right over.
The Earth's mass. And what are they basing it on? A fucking Cavendish experiment that was done, you know? However long ago it was.
Good.
What the fuck?
Talk about
2018 and people are
I want to hear him say something about the Cavendish experiment. This should be interesting.
relying on these hundreds of years old experiments which don't prove anything.
Oh, and there it is. The Russian Vid's defense. Essentially what he just said is, look at how fake this is!
But they've just been repeated and repeated and repeated and stuffed into our heads.
Oh, Wisdom Vendor, what do you got to add?
Yeah, wasn't the Cavendish experiment about showing how masses attract each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
And it was shown to be true and has been shown in many physics classrooms throughout many high schools and colleges throughout history since then.
Absolutely.
So where's the problem with this?
Well, this is the one that the Flat Earthers say it has never been reproduced. So apparently whatever Andy had set up in his basement that he showed us video of in the Sunday Science, which looks suspiciously like... looks suspiciously like the...
It wasn't even fucking metal.
Yeah.
It didn't be magnetic. It was shown to be a mass attracting a mass. So where's the problem?
Well, it's never been reproduced. Even if you did it, it's sorry. They say it's never been reproduced.
Okay, well, I'm a fucking idiot, I guess.
So yeah, we must be thinking of this all wrong. All right, RJ, what have you to add?
Yeah, now, listen here, Cy. Are you going to believe your own brainwashed senses as you do your own experiments directly? Or are you going to rely upon this guy in his pickup truck driving around Thailand to tell you what reality is? I mean, just be reasonable.
Well, RJ, obviously this guy driving around his pickup truck is a major notable physicist.
His brilliance and mind will expand so far that you'll see this pop as his brains explode on the windshield.
I see. Alrighty. Here we go.
School and stuff. I'm told that's because you live on a sphere. And the only way you can live on a sphere is because you've got to have them, because you know that otherwise you'd fall off.
What?
Yeah. Oh, look, Baryon explains it. The Cavendish experiment has never been reproduced, and with very good reason. It's never been reproduced because nobody else used Cavendish's shed. Okay. Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
So you got to put it in your head that there's this force, magical force, and all it is a conversion of weight.
What?
We're not sticking to the and it's just just drives me nuts.
What, a conversion of weight? You know what? That doesn't. We're not even going to. No. Just there we go. Yeah. Absolutely done. Very good. Conversion of. I don't. No, he's just saying things.
Yeah, the impression I'm getting is that he thinks that gravity is a consequence of weight rather than weight being a consequence of gravity.
Indeed, that's jeez, and we've never heard that one before.
Never.
And I haven't gotten. I don't think anyone's gotten a good answer to the question. That okay, it's buoyancy and density, or whatever else this one's going to claim. Okay, well, why down? Why down then? Why not to the left? Why?
Yeah.
So, all right, Squirrel, what do you got?
Yeah, no, I've actually debunked the buoyancy versus weight versus mass thing, and what he doesn't seem to realize is that gravity is a consequence of mass.
Yes.
Okay? And people seem to think that mass and weight are the same thing. They're not.
They're not.
But if there's an object that has sufficient mass, it'll turn into a sphere, and things will orbit it, because that's the way the universe actually works. The more mass you have, the more gravity you get. The more force of gravity that you can exert. It's actually very, very simple. I can't even. It's like somebody saying that density is that, everything's so dense it just sticks to the planet. That's bullshit.
Indeed. Alrighty, and RJ, what have you got to add?
I think part of the problem here is that our video person is using words that in normal English have meaning, but he doesn't actually use the same meaning. And if he used neologisms, it would be much clearer. If he was going to say that Schnurgelflorb is Blocknagel on Wednesdays when it's perpendicular to Snurpnegets, then you would realize that he's speaking gibberish. But because he's using things that have word meaning in normal people talk, it confuses you, and you make you think that he actually knows something other than having his cranial blockage of the rectum condition.
Indeed, like maybe there's a point and we just missed it. No, you know what? I don't think any of us thought that. All right.
No, not so much.
All right, let us see.
Here's a fun one for you, Si.
Yeah.
Here's a fun one for you, Si. Did you know that in the case of gases that are lighter than air and containers, which can be affected by that air flowing down or air coming towards the planet will actually provide thrust up on the freaking balloon?
What do you know?
He doesn't know this, but it's simple enough. My 8-year-old can test it, and he can tell me why without me telling him first.
Indeed. All right, let us see what Peter has to add. By the way, your microphone is muted, Peter, in case you were unaware of this.
I was aware of this.
Okay.
So I just threw something in screen caps. Maybe you want to show it, and what would even be better, read it out.
Let's see what we have here.
Because I think this needs to be read out in your voice. Sorry, Karis, but
all right, let me get it. Let me get the image ready here.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing indecent. It's Peter after all.
Right.
Okay.
I tried. I may have failed in the end.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Here it is.
It's kind of cute, actually.
Here we go. Let me get this going. So everyone can see what we're talking about here. Here we go. All right. Certificate of Achievement. Science Strike Force. Certificate of Achievement for them too.
Hold on. First read out the badge.
Best of Below Average 2018. All right. Science Strike Force Certificate of Achievement presented to Mr. Look a Pig.
Oh, Mr. Look a Pig.
Look a Pig.
Look a pig.
Let us see. Christian and Flat Earth Truthology. Despite trying his hardest, Mr. Pig didn't excel in our course, but due to his cheerful nature, we decided to let him graduate anyway. We do not recommend hiring him, unless it is for minor housekeeping and cleaning vacancies. He must be kept away from alcoholic beverages and unaccompanied women at all times.
Dr. Cy Strikey.
Yes, indeed. Very good. Alrighty. And
Need some Comic Sans font.
very nice. Another
the wrong OS for that.
And could you make it kind of a light black?
A light black.
More like dark gray.
Wouldn't that be sort of like a gray?
Wouldn't that be white?
No, it's like black but lighter.
There's a word for
Or
that.
like a dark white.
A dark white. All right. All right. Let's see. Peter, you have the hand up. Do you have more?
No.
Okay.
This was it.
Oh, very nice.
This was my achievement for the day, I think.
All right. And oddly enough, if that was your, it's surprising it involved no latex whatsoever. All right, RJ, what have you got to add?
As preface, Chris Kelling says that he particularly liked the look of the little pug down in the lower right-hand corner, leering out at everyone. That was very, very sweet. But I think Crocker Squirrel is really advancing flat Earth systematics here, because we not only have the Simpletonianism, but we now have a metric, because we can ask, is your Simpletonian flat Earther smarter than his 8-year-old? And we already know the answer to that one.
I believe we do. All righty. And we're closing in on it. That's a lie, by the way. Here we go.
It really does. When they tell you, they literally tell you that gravity is relative to your mass. Well, yeah, it's just the weight. It is just the weight in the...
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yes, gravity. And...
I told you.
Yeah.
I said I knew he was going to go there, and I decided I wanted to explain it a little early when he started talking about weight.
All right, go ahead, Squirrel.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
All righty. And
Let's go.
He's not. He's wrong. He is so wrong that probably doesn't even.
All right. And no other hands. Here we go.
medium of air, relative density.
And there it
asks
goes.
you to prove that it's relative density. There's no need to prove anything. That's just what it is. Anything aside from that.
Go ahead, Squirrel.
You're the one making the claim, dumbass. You need to do the proving.
Pretty much. You can't just say...
It's not just is, you must provide evidence.
Yes, saying it... That, well, how often we run into that where the assertion is provided as the supporting evidence. The assertion cannot be the evidence.
Or any other holy book.
You need evidence for the assertion. It's... Anyway. All right.
He just told us he's not going to provide any.
Of course not.
Just fuck it.
Indeed.
Comment.
Go ahead.
Yes, dear.
He just provided evidence for us that he has never taken actually a basic math class. He's never had to, write his proofs in anything in geometry or anything else.
So you think his homework was handed in with it just is written on it?
I have to wonder if he ever wrote his name.
Let's see. Alrighty.
I mean,
Squirrel.
even with the simplest things, you had to write the proof for it.
Yeah, indeed.
Show your work. The 3 words that were the bane of every school kid, right?
Indeed.
Okay, is it my turn now? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
My turn now. To be honest with you guys, I don't think I trust this guy to balance his freaking checkbook. It seems to me like addition and subtraction is pretty much beyond him at this point.
He just sent his bills in with it written on. It just is.
It just is. All right, Wisdom Vendor, tell us what just is, please. And you seem to be muted.
You're muted, Wisdom Vendor.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, I have a question for everyone here.
We have all the answers.
What would you give to see all his test scores in math and geometry from his 5th or 6th grade level up to 12th grade level?
I don't want to see just the scores. I want to see the work. I want to see.
No, okay,
well, wait.
yeah,
Do you mean from what grades?
That's actually what I intended. Was the actual test, the actual.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now you said between what grades?
Say 6th grade to 12th grade.
All right, so you want us to look at 20 years worth of test scores?
No,
yes.
6 years of test work in math and geometry.
Slow down, Wisdom.
I I honestly, at this point, I think I might have a fuck around here someplace, but I'm pretty sure I might even be able to dig you up a quarter. Which is pretty much, that's pretty much as much as I have right now. So.
All right. Well, yeah.
I seem to think the guy just kept going through high school till the high school finally kicked him out.
Yes, fine. You pass out. you go
I think they call that social promotion or something.
You go now. You're here for an hour. All right, Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, he went through high school, and he was lucky that the door on the other side was open, or he would never gotten out again. But, What I wanted to say is that he clearly watches movie night, because we often have said to ourselves, is he going anywhere with this? This guy's actually going anywhere with this. Nice attempt. It's just not what we meant.
Yes. I think he missed.
Yeah, he is going somewhere east on Thailand 80, I think. Is where he's going.
I think he misinterpreted the question.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, though. At least he's going somewhere with this. All right. And here is more stuff.
Boy, oh boy, yeah.
Anything that goes beyond that is attempting to, as I said, create this connection between what we see and experience on the Earth to what we see in the sky, in the stars.
Factard's going, everybody. Good night, Factard. Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Factard.
Oh, you take care, Factard. Good night. Be good, have fun. I know they're mutually exclusive. Do the best you can.
Indy, try and forget all of this. Just block it out.
That's what the booze is for, Si.
Indeed. All right. Was anyone had some objections to the last spate of foolishness we heard from this person? Or shall we continue?
No more than usual.
Asked and answered, to be honest. He's already said this shit 4 times.
Pretty much. All right. Here's more stuff.
And it all has to be assumptions. You all have to assume that, it's just... And it's not that's not physics. That is not physics.
All right, here, we could do this one real quick. It's all assumptions. No, it's not. That's a lie. And lies are what? Wrong. Okay, here we go.
Actually, I got one more thing to add.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
While you're doing all the fun counting, define physics, sir. I don't think you can.
Yeah, it's. I think in the strictest definition, the word math is actually in there. What is it? An attempt to mathematically define that which we see in the natural world. Isn't that pretty much it?
More or less.
Actually, actually, physics is the study of motion, but that's just me being spicky.
Alrighty.
I don't know. Wouldn't that be mechanics more specifically, or no?
Well, let's see what RJ has to add. RJ, what do you got?
Yeah.
At least we know that there is one infraction that our filmmaker will never, ever, 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 ever be accused of, and that is doing physics.
Okay.
He might take one, but he won't do one. Yeah, okay.
What?
No comment.
All right.
Not touching that with. I'm not going to touch that with a stolen dick.
See, I was trying to morph it into some bad joke where comparing it to the word psychic, but it took too long, so we'll just forget that. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Yeah, I believe that physics is something along the lines of how mathematics represents the mathematical models of the motions of objects in our physical world.
Yes, there it is.
Alrighty. And oddly enough,
I like Sean Taylor over here. Math and in all caps, math and physics are Satan's tools. 666 Illuminati.
But is that 666 to the E to the X squared to the Illuminati? And do I have to integrate that or what?
I think that's in surreal numbers rather than the real numbers.
I don't
know which direction the surreal number line is.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I think we actually have. I think we're actually going to have to factor it.
Alrighty, Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, you at the start of this, you asked me if I had a certain sharp object near me.
Oh no!
I haven't used that yet.
I noticed.
But I just noticed something. When you move around, Sai, I think your chair is screaming for some wisdom vendor intervention.
Ah.
Maybe you could have him chime in on that. I would suggest some WD 40.
Yeah.
Called. Or losing a little weight.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Because that chair won't survive long.
You can actually look this up. WD-40 is an actual chemical formula, believe it or not, and it has been in existence for about 40, maybe 50, 60 years now, maybe even more.
I'm looking at it.
But here's the thing: many people think it's a lubricant, and it's not. It's a solvent.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
And it is not a lubricant, and if left on metal, especially iron for any extended time, it will allow the iron to rust. It will oxidize.
Wisdom vendor, so I shouldn't use it as lube?
No.
No.
Tell Karis to back away if you pull out the WD-40.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, see,
Karis was recently mentioned as being my wife, so...
See, Peter, I thought you were...
Poor girl.
Strange things happen when I'm not around.
With the squeaky office chair, I was sure you were going a different direction with that. I thought you were going for well, let's just say something related to oil, and that since you do have the sharpened stick and the poking the
massage oil.
If I could break in here for just 2 seconds. If I can break in for 2 seconds, please.
It's a rust breaker.
Put that air in the chat.
Okay, Squirrel, go ahead.
Oil's well that ends well.
There you go. All right. And hey, Morton with the super chat for some WD-40. All righty. Very good.
The question is, will 25 kroner actually, will 25 Danish kroner actually do the job? We'll have to ask. We'll have to ask Bo.
Well, anyway, yeah, I was sure Peter was going to go with the office chair does need some oil, and gee, do we know of anything that would be leaking some that I could use? I was sure you were going.
I know exactly what that was going.
I thought, but he didn't.
I was decent this time. I mean, not like someone in the side chat, a guy named Terry Davis who just said you need lube inside.
Yeah.
You know what? For even the joke that Cy was thought you were going to go for would have been positively demure for you, Peter.
All right. And Karis, you had something to add as well?
Yeah, sure. Does your chair have armrests or no?
It does, in fact.
Oh, okay. Move along.
Okay, I have no idea what that meant, so let us move on.
I got a pretty damn good idea. I'll be right over.
That's
I do.
Hey, Cy, that's because you don't do gymnastics.
All right.
I did gymnastics when I was young.
I see.
He's asking a certain question.
Sai, if you don't know what that meant, buy a copy of the Kama Sutra. It'll help.
Okay, and Beach, by the way.
Yes, Kama Sutra. That exactly covers it.
Yeah, Beach says, run my finger along the bottom of the engine in the VW bus. There will be oil. Actually, there's not. I had every seal in the engine replaced because back in the 70s and before, they didn't know ethanol was coming in Germany. So there is not the slightest drip of oil anywhere on that motor.
Thanks for reading that out, because I was reading that and I was reading run your finger along the bottom, and then my mind went.
As your mind is wont to do.
Yes, it's my mind. I mean, it does that.
It could be no one else's.
No, that's mine.
Oh, and
Pity the person who had that in mind. Let me tell you.
and yes, Terry, it does run. It does run fine. Vacuum issues are handled. Idle is nice. Yes, Wisdom
You have a VW bus?
Mm-hmm.
What year?
77. It's the Westphalia. You know, the camper with the top that pops up and all that.
It's air cooled, right?
Yes.
Do you have the? Does it still at that time? And did they still have the 6-stud oil cooler? Not oil cooler. Oil strainer in the center of the case.
They did. Yes.
6-stud oil strainer.
Basically a screen. Yeah, that.
Yeah, screen. Exactly. They did have that.
Yes, and
in 77.
That
was it like what 1700 cc, 1800 cc?
No, this engine is the 2-liter. Well, they called it 2000 cc. It is the 2-liter.
2000.
It was in 77 and 78. It was available because people were upset with the extra weight in the Westphalia's, you know, with the extra cabinetry and all that it didn't quite have as much go as this rocket I now own. So.
Yeah, I'm sure the rocket.
Oh yeah.
It probably hits 90 miles an hour downhill, right?
Absolutely.
No, this is a current vehicle you own right now. That's running.
Yes. I always thought it would be a nice thing to have.
That's awesome, dude.
That's.
But, I would. My very first vehicle ever. I got when I was 12 years old. Was a '65 Volkswagen Beetle that had been, the body was removed and somebody put just some roll bars on it and was called the Doom Buggy.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a 1200 cc Volkswagen, and that was my first car ever. I paid $200 for it, and my dad allowed me to own it. and that's what I worked on for the next year or two before I got my second car, which was a '67 Saab. But anyway,
so Wisdom Vendor, I got a question because Sai posted pictures of that bus, and he told us he couldn't get it because the paint wasn't dry yet, and then he posted a picture of a completely rusty bumper. Is there anything that we can stop, because that's rusting fast?
Look, the paint,
it was just painted.
It was not the entire vehicle that was painted.
Hey, Peter, what you need to do is mount a Harley on the front of it. It would drip enough oil onto it.
Well, and Peter, just so you know, all that was being painted at that time, because the full restore is not done yet. There's some patch stuff. Previous owners had done some. They did their best. They did some patching around the bottom, but the only thing that was painted was the rear engine hatch and the sliding door on the side. So
Karis didn't want to hear all this.
Okay.
All right. We're going to.
I know we're taking a nice walk down memory lane, and all of our vehicles of our youth, and you know, I mean, it's been fun, but I mean.
So
but I just wanted to have it out there because we're going to see more tweets of Sai watching paint dry.
All right, you know what? We got some more hands up. Let's see what we got. Diana, what do you got?
I saw a little comment talking about the bus from Deadpool Wilson many moons ago. He said, "Microbus, 0 to 60 in 11 minutes."
That's actually a little bit. That's a little bit on the optimistic side.
Yeah, I'd say 2 days is a little bit more accurate.
Actually, it's with that 2-liter motor, and it's all stock. The only thing that's changed is the exhaust a little bit, and oddly enough, it's not a race car, obviously.
Here's what people don't understand. That thing will go and go if it's not abused for 20, 30, maybe even 40 years without any major work.
And you can have a foursome in it.
You would think of that.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, going out and getting a race car, ooh, that's fun. You step on the gas, get really fast. But folks ought to try the little tiny engine Volkswagen Beetle, Volkswagen Bus, Squareback, Fastback, whatever. Because it's kind of an adventure. You feel like you've accomplished something when you get to 65.
It's fucking iconic, dude.
Please, Daddy, can we go somewhere?
Yes, yeah, Chris, it's still air cooled. Oh, and I'm doing VW bus apologetics.
It's funny how you say that it's air cooled just after Kara said that.
Let's see.
So it's out in the open then.
Okay. Oh, Spooky has an electric bicycle. Just wanted to join in. Okay, well, wave to me as you pass me on the highway. Anyway, all right. Let's see. We still have hands up. Squirrel, what do you got?
Yeah. So what you're saying here is that you bought a Rolls Canardly. Rolls down one hill, can hardly get up the next.
Actually, no. It's a damn good hill climber. I rarely have to. I rarely have to downshift.
Hey, you folks that don't know about buses, they actually have a gear reduction drive in the transaxle themselves.
I lived in a van down by the river.
All right.
Yeah, well, if I have to say just one thing, I would never have imagined that Cy was the type for a short bus.
Oh my! All right, you know what? Maybe we should get back to the video.
Are we gonna get back to the? There we go.
Anybody feel like insulting my $68 Charger?
Yeah,
440 engine. You got anything you want to run against the motherfucker?
Oh, it's half Dodge Dart.
Oh, look, Sean Taylor has
Dodge Dart out in a heartbeat.
Sean Taylor's got an e-bike that can do 50 miles an hour. Okay, well, then you just all I want from you is a promise that you will wave to me as you pass me. That's all.
Wisdom Fender, are you on Twitter?
No, I'm on here.
Yeah, but are you on Twitter as well? I mean, do you have an account on Twitter?
I don't do Twitter now.
Oh, okay, that's a pity because I need to hook you up with a guy called Artemis Brain Sample.
Oh my!
He told me this week Dodge Chargers leak, and I did not make this up.
All right.
Hey, Peter, if you really are looking for someone to be pissed off at you right now, you're not doing a good job because I don't want to be pissed off at anybody. But
but it really happened.
You are trying so hard.
No, this actually happened.
Do you know there's been 6 months since I did a fucking oil change? I'm still 5 quarts in my fucking 440 engine.
Hey, guys.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Hey, folks. Much as I hate to disrupt a good fight. The natives are getting restless and they want to move on. Even saying move that bus.
All right.
It's too late. I'm already taking a Nivea bot lane ADC, so.
All right. Let us move on and see what. I guess we have to get back to this.
What we've learned, Sai, is that if you talk about VWs, you're going to bug people.
Oh, see, that would be cricket worthy. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Calculations and assumptions and theories. I mean, God, imagine having a job in theoretical physics, which is great if you're allowed to sit there and think stuff up and imagine stuff.
Yeah, that's the job.
Rick.
Yeah, that's the job. I'm a theoretical physicist. What do? I make shit up. No, that's not what it is. All right, Squirrel, what do you got?
Click.
Oh.
You sorry bastard. Click.
God damn it, you and your freaking clicks. I don't even know if I migrated that over. I don't think I did.
Get up.
No, I did not. All right.
Well, then play it in something else.
Say what you got to say.
God, dude, you don't know Jack.
Okay, there we go. All righty.
Try?
Yeah.
Cricket's ready.
Okay. They are, in fact, ready. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's no click between you and Croc a Squirrel.
All right.
Someone needs to click to someone needs to get the click transferred.
Okay.
Whatever the hell.
And on that note, moving on. Here we go. More stuff.
We'll bug you about that side.
I will ban you, squirrel. Moving on.
Brilliant.
Yay.
What a brilliant job. You get paid to just sit around and think about stuff and go, whoa, it could be like this. And God.
Oh, yeah. He would never get paid thinking about stuff, so it's okay.
This is the best part of his explanation.
Yeah, you go ahead. All you people doing your hit pieces and getting angry and mad just because, we do something like point out perspective. Yeah?
Shut up with your perspective.
Because it's just obvious that...
Oh, Peter, do you have something?
Yeah, is it safe to assume that all these silences that we're getting now is him trying to make stuff up?
No, I think it's a failed attempt at the dramatic pause, and he's misusing it.
Yeah,
could be. That could very well
abusing it.
Indeed. All right, and here we go.
You get it. You understand what the problem is. You understand that we are given a side-on orthographic view of a spherical Earth, but that's only because, from the observer's perspective, then it's basically perspective is the imaginary curve. They turn these diagonal lines that you get of perspective.
Okay, squirrel.
The reason you see a big circle on a space shot is because the rest of the planet is on the other side of the fucking planet.
So it sounds like you disagree with his perspective hypothesis.
He wouldn't know what perspective was if I beat him with it.
Okay, and let us see, Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, since there's nothing sensible coming out of his mouth, and we're still watching this video, do we get to vote if the truck in front of him tips over at any point because unsafe loads?
It does look highly prone to that, doesn't it?
Well, I'm thinking if all it has to happen is the netting there give way, and this video will be over immediately. And well done.
One can only hope. One can only hope. With no injuries. But yes, an end to the video would be nice. Alrighty.
As long as it breaks the camera.
Exactly. And here we go.
Actually, I got one thing for you here out in the chat. Technically speaking, Astrorex is correct. On a sphere or a spheroid of this type, there is no such thing as a side view. Only what you can see from your position.
Oh.
Yeah, and someone has a video in the side chat that maybe we can watch sometime.
Are you talking about Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a popular thing. A lot of people are converting the old buses to... You're trying to get us onto the bus You're trying to get us to the bus conversation again. All right. Anyway, surprising thing is not that there's a lot of people doing that. What's surprising is... No, I'm not going to fall for it. Moving on. Here we go.
Into curved.
Oh, Chris, we're at 17. We're a little over 17.
Out of how long?
It's so
20.
simple. But that's the thing, you'll do anything to defend it. Horizon doesn't rise to eye level. Yes, it does. Get over it. The horizon is not a curve. Of course, that's why, the whole, people go using the curve calculator and stuff like that. Forget the curve calculator. The curve calculator is just some imaginary tool for an imaginary model. Yeah? Right?
That happens to match reality. Squirrel, go ahead.
Actually, the only time I ever see completely fuck it, Earth curvature calculations is from flat earthers. How about them apples?
I have noticed that.
I sense great projection here.
Okay.
Just plain wrong, dude.
Alrighty.
An actual calculator can be used to determine what you need.
That
From measurements, no less.
Alrighty.
Now, if you're really good, you could do that. You could do that math by hand.
I suspect there are those who could do it in their head. All right. And here we go.
And of course, the whole globe Earth depends on being able to calculate distances with a side-on view. Of course, it all.
That's what the globe. Okay, you know what? Just no. No, the Earth being a globe does not depend on being able to calculate distances with a side-on view. That's just not true.
Works in the model. You can model something.
Squirrel's got the hand up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Squirrel.
I forgot to take it down.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought I was skipping over you there. All right, cool. Here we go.
With a sphere and tangent lines on paper. Yeah, but you've got this two-dimensional view, orthographic view on paper that literally takes perspective and turns.
Alrighty, Karis, you called that?
This man again shows that he's never even tried to figure out the circumference of anything. The area, the area on a sphere. He's not done anything. I can't even talk now. I'm so mad.
Well, to be honest with you, he's never actually heard of he's also never heard of a projection map, which is what he's actually talking about.
Oh, Morton says that Christy missed the flat Earth model. All right, I'll get that up. In the meantime, Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, so he thinks that a ball Earth is tangent lines on paper, whereas the flat Earth is just a tangent on video.
I believe so. All right, and apparently, it seems like Christy missed the flat Earth model. It's a myth that there is no flat Earth model. There certainly is one. And hold on, and here she is. This is the flat Earth model. You can clearly see she has the flat Earth map, and she's a model. So there we go. And let's get back to stuff.
Isn't it funny how they put the flat Earth on the part that isn't flat?
Yeah, I know, right? So many jokes.
They put it on the globes.
Alrighty. Well, let's continue. No hands up. Let's continue. Here we go.
It into a curve. It's not rocket science, and it doesn't have to be.
Okay, so see, I liked that rocket science, because rocket science is a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Then never mind.
Was that your drink call? Oh, okay. Duly augmented.
Apparently, he does believe in rocket science.
So it seems.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And hanging around Sean Hufford, whenever possible. He's pretty freaking smart. All right, moving on.
And would those be dome penetrating rockets, or just flying within the dome? I mean,
I'm not entirely sure. All right, here's stuff.
Yeah, it really doesn't have to be, because
Is he pooping?
People will have a lot of difficulty with the simple stuff. We're accepting that there's a limit to our understanding, right? Or a limit to our knowledge.
Drink.
Yeah.
All right. RJ, what do you got?
It's a response to Karis. He's been pooping all through this video.
Just from the wrong end.
And I was thinking he's having orgasms just by listening to himself. But I could be wrong.
I don't want to know.
The only one who will.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Dome penetrating rockets sounds sexy. Okay. Amazing. That's from Amazing Zed. All right, here we go.
Hey, a girl's gotta have her standards.
Deal with it. Like I said, you have to. At one point when we were kids, we had to deal with the realization that nobody knows the limits of space. Yeah?
Okay.
We had to internally deal with that there is a limit to our knowledge. So then...
Karis, you have something to add?
I don't know how my hand got up.
Oh, okay. Then that'll work as your comment then. Okay. Let's see. Wisdom Bender, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm wondering how he knows there's a limit to our knowledge.
Well, I guess we did.
And I don't think that's been established yet, has it?
I don't think we've reached the limit to our knowledge. But, no.
Do we know that there is a limit to our knowledge?
Well, he's probably just talking from his own experiences. He definitely has a limit.
Yes, I think that was kind of my point.
Yeah, and I think Sean Taylor agrees with you. There's no limit, just a lack of knowledge, and there's a difference. Agreed.
There's a whole difference.
Indeed, and the more we learn, the smaller that lack gets. For some of us. Not for the individual in this video, it would seem. All right. Squirrel, what do you got?
I don't see how it. I don't see how what he's talking about here is actually a problem. It seems to me, just a me thing, of course, that not knowing everything is just an invitation to learn.
Quite true.
It's not even so much an invitation; it's a demand. We must learn things. That's what it means to be people.
Quite true. Alrighty. And we're getting close to the end of this nonsense. I'm liking this.
Good.
Yeah, really, it's very good. Here we go. More stuff.
Well, what's the rest of the journey about? Well, whatever your vocation is, your passion, your thing in life, then that's what you do. That's your path, your journey. It certainly doesn't have to be defined by some mathematician telling you that you, because they can draw a circle with a tangent line, that makes that has anything to do with your
drink.
Okay, RJ, what do you got?
Yeah, am I getting the impression that this poor little twerp had a really bad experience in grade school trigonometry?
I think he had a bad experience. Honestly, RJ, I don't think this guy could pass a kindergarten registration module. Never mind it. Never mind the rest of the shit.
RJ, if he did have a bad experience,
we're doing these days, yeah, I'm inclined to think so.
If he did have a bad experience, as you described, it was on the way to that class.
Yes.
I don't think he arrived.
On the road again.
Alrighty. Wisdom Bender, what do you got?
Yeah, I doubt this guy knows what sine or tangent over cosine or tangent even means.
Isn't that the perspective formula? Or something not dissimilar?
No, man, ask him. I'm sure he'll tell you. He's passed a lot of signs just in this video.
It's called tangent theta.
My bad.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew trig.
Alright, Squirrel, you got the hand up. You have something to add?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, cool. And away we go.
place in space, in the universe. And that's why gravity and these heroes of science are godlike figures. They've been given godlike status.
Drink!
Alrighty, very good. Squirrel, what do you got?
Science is not a religion. It has never been a religion, and it will never be a religion. It fails on just about every count of every definition I've ever freaking seen. That's just a thing. On top of that, I doubt you know what a scientific what is meant by a scientific theory. I have no idea where you get your delusions, Laser Brain, but you need to just poof, be gone. Not even wrong, dude. Not even wrong.
All right, good enough.
Yes, I want an increment.
So shall it be. Alrighty, let's see. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
Yeah, Quacker Scroll has to do some of this fucking Avatar. Just make me fucking laugh my ass off.
No, actually, believe it or not, that's mine. I get to keep it.
That is just so fucking hilarious.
It's actually it was actually there to mock creationists.
Understandable. All right, let's see.
And you've done a great job with that, by the way.
Okay, let us see. Peter, what do you got?
Yeah, so for Wisdom Vendor, if you like pictures like that, now we have a croc squirrel. We had a croc duck. Did you know we also have a croc dick?
Okay, with another thing we're not putting up on the screen.
No, I that wasn't it. But what I was wondering, because I talk to theists a lot, if God is a globe, why can't we roll? Because we're supposedly made in His image. Or did I miss anything? He said the planets were shaped like God, therefore a globe. Did I lose anything, or did I have too much Grolsch Bokbier?
Might have had too much of this video. It's been known to have a bad. This kind of stuff has been known to have a bad effect on people.
Yeah, it kind of ruins your brain if you watch it too long.
Peter, turn sideways and roll a little bit longer, and we'll get back to you later.
Peter, have you been snorting Sharpies again?
Yes. I don't know what I've been doing.
Okay. Well,
it worked. It worked.
That is good.
I can still watch it without trying to commit suicide.
That is the important part. All right. It appears Karis has something to add. Karis, what do you got?
It's really more of another bitch.
Go right ahead.
I just gotta love that he was trying to derail the entire thing. You know, no matter what your vocation is, none of this stuff has any impact on it, anything to do with it. It's like, well, that's not the topic. We're talking about flat Earth. We don't care if you're an artist or what your other vocation is. If it's not flat Earth for this video, we're talking about flat Earth. I don't know. I just, it sounded like he was just trying to derail it to me, but
could very well be. Alrighty. Well,
I know that didn't make much sense, and I apologize.
But... Oh no, not at all.
It's far too kind for a bitch. You need to work at this more, Karis.
That actually made more sense than he has.
Yeah, but that's not the bar.
Look, take it, okay?
All right. Let us see what RJ has to add.
Karis, you need to be railed first before you can become railed, and he hasn't managed that yet.
Railing has not yet occurred.
That's fucking funny.
What is railing?
You have to be railed first in order to get
that. What's railing?
And then silence fell.
I was going for the clean version of a vehicle on a train track, but there are other ways you can go on that, and like company, I must eschew that.
I already reached my quotum for the day, so
did I actually say speechless Peter? Did that really happen?
It did. No. Yeah, Peter's never speechless, but he can be scared to be kicked out.
Okay.
When has that ever happened? Alrighty. Let us see.
I'll just assume it has something to do with handcuffs.
It does not. It's a train reference.
In that case, let's get PZ Myers in on this.
Okay. Let us see. Squirrel, you have something?
Nope, not anymore.
Oh, okay. And very good. Karis, anything else?
Sorry, I was distracted by chat. No,
no problem. Okay. And This is good. We've got like 40 seconds left of this nonsense. Here we go. Moving on.
Oh, they don't
Because they appear to have the answers to life, the universe, and everything.
Nice reference. I wonder if you read the book.
So, working models, schmodels.
Oh, no.
Schmod. Did he just say schmodels?
He
That's
did.
That's the best argument ever.
Yeah, that's agreed. Schmodels.
That's a pretty good summation of this entire video. Models.
It is what it is. The sun, the moon, and stars do what they do. They have to.
Yeah.
They got a job to do, just like we've got jobs to do.
Uh-huh.
And they provide light and heat and what.
All right. RJ, what do you got?
Yeah, I just got this image there, you know, a little going in for your job interview. I'm a Magellanic Cloud, and I'm kind of ignored at the fact that all the planets are closer to the Earth ball, or I'm sorry, the Earth pancake. I'm sorry, something than I am. I really want to have something important here. And all those pesky little planets get out there, and they're just lording over there because they've had really good job interviews and they've had seniority.
Indeed. Imagine that job interview. Excuse me, you're applying for the planet job? Yes. What are your qualifications? I orbit really well. I'm sorry, we're not a sphere. No job for you. Okay. 13 seconds left. Ooh. Illuminati conspiracy confirmed.
Have you? Anyway, rant over. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank God.
And that was it. And hi, Christina. Christina has joined us. Well, that was disturbing, was it not?
Very.
You know what, Cy? You ain't paying me enough for this. Completely broken.
I understand. All right, that was.
I do have a question. How does a guy with a brain capacity like him get a driver's license?
Well, you notice
that's disturbing.
I suspect he's trying to find his way home and is just utterly unsuccessful. That's anyway. All right. That was no. There's no way to describe that. It will just. It was. Yeah, we'll say what we usually say. That one was.
Absolutely was.
Yeah. Karis, you have something to add?
It's just that he actually said the words "models schmuddles."
Yes.
I mean, we think of this as a joke, you know, like a joke that would summarize what we think that they're saying about models. But he actually said it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That should go right into quotes, I think. We'll have to remember to put that in there.
It's really bad when they do our work for us, you know?
Indeed.
They should stop doing that.
One of these times we're going to come across a video where we're not going to have to say anything. It'll be so self-refuting. All we have to do is just keep augmenting the drink counter because they'll do all the work for us. This was very, very close to that. So, anyway. All right. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got to add?
Well, along the same lines as Karis said, it's like this guy's like in second grade, and the teacher's trying to teach them to multiply 2 times 3, and he says, multiply. Why do I need math?
Yes.
Exactly. Quite true.
What is literally the difference? I don't see any difference in that aspect of his mental approach to this.
He has mental. I don't think.
Oh yeah, it's mental, all right.
Just not in the way that you proposed.
And I mean, you're not even speaking hypothetically. He was actually saying that none of this has anything to do with, you know, your vocation.
Actual physics or math or anything that actually how we figure out the ways the world works. He thinks it has no meaning. I think he has no clue as to how that any of it relates to each other, physics and all of it. He just doesn't.
And from what he was saying earlier, it seems like has no ambition to, like, there's no reason anyone would think of or observe these things. Like, no ambition at all. I mean,
how do you live like that? How do you even give a damn about getting out of bed every day?
I mean, as far as I can tell, the whole yeah.
So there's this panel member in the side chat who's masturbating, and to the point where he's now successful. It seems. Should we note that?
Hey.
Not your witness. If you're coming, aim away from us, please. Please.
Are you fucking kidding me, Peter?
What the fuck?
See, only you would point that out, Peter.
That's great. All right, RJ, what?
Somehow I noticed these things.
Yeah, RJ, save us from this. What do you got, RJ?
Well, remember we have our universal index of phenomenal stupidity, one gerund.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, in order to qualify as a gerund, you have to have a level of stupidity, a level of panache, a level of arrogance in the presentation. And I'm afraid what's really dismal about this is that it only scores 0.26 gerunds.
Yeah, agreed. And it seemed to be a lot of...
Wait. Only 0.26 gerunds?
Yeah. He's just too far. He's not even wrong.
Yeah, and the lack of interestingness worked against him. The repetition worked against him. He's just not accomplishing. He's not up to the level of the other
His own
flirters.
lack of interest in the subject. He's doing a whole video and acting outraged about it, and then finally revealing that he has no interest in it whatsoever.
And let's not forget.
I really do recommend he never become an Uber driver because they're going to kill him.
And let's not forget stopping to fuel up in the middle of a video. This, as far as I know, this was not a live stream. This was a produced video, and it never.
Imagine if he had gotten up and started like doing something dumb, like doing dishes during the middle of a stream or something.
While he was driving.
Double entry book. No, he won't be doing any bookkeeping. No, I don't think so.
Nah, I would say not. All right.
You trust him with your books? I can't figure out how he even manages to get his checkbook straight.
Hmm.
He just spends money until he can't. That's all I can think.
Yeah. So stop it, Crocker Score. You're fucking freaking me out with that goddamn Avatar.
You've seen that Avatar a million times.
I have a million times. I fucking love it every damn time.
That's okay. I actually managed to get it. It actually got it to animated sufficiently to talk.
And I know exactly where it came from. I've known this for I don't know, 7 or 8 years now, and I still fucking love the hell out of it. But it still fucking cracks me up.
Well, it's the guy that did it was on DeviantArt a long time ago, and now apparently isn't, which is fine by me. I don't care. But he did his thing, and I asked him nicely.
It just fucking makes me laugh my ass off.
Okay, it is confirmed that Wisdom Vendor is in fact honest and has kept up with the drink count.
That's a fact, dude.
All right, and let us welcome, obviously, the smartest among us. Not Your Witness has joined after the bad man has gone away. After the bad man stopped speaking. So,
great.
Welcome.
How you doing, sweetie?
And
I'm doing fantastic.
I'm glad to hear that, because honestly, this video would have spoiled that for you.
Nacha, I put a link for you in the side chat.
Ooh, you did?
Hey, hello, Nacha. I have some advice for you. Don't look directly at Crocker Squirrel's avatar.
I'm watching you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It'll get right into my brain.
Hey, Nacha, honey. Did you get my reply to your DM about the Christmas stream?
Yes, I think so. I'll definitely want
Okay,
to chat
great.
about
Just
that
as
with
long
you,
as
though.
you've got that, we'll talk about that and get everything scheduled.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Alrighty. Well, I suggest that we not continue on to another video, considering we've spent a little over 3 hours on that 20-minute video.
Yeah.
I think we ought to call it. How? Yeah.
So I just put in another link for Not Your Witness, especially for movie night. We shouldn't do this on movie night, but whoever wants to can.
Oh my goodness!
Just a bartender's handbook. Nothing.
I had Darren Marsh's cum brulee.
Gulick.
I didn't do it.
All right. And more movie. I'm sorry. Let us not forget, Scientist Mel's doing her 12-hour stream tomorrow, and there will be at the tail end of that yet another movie night for all of you that just have not suffered enough tonight. There will be another one tomorrow.
So I have that in my head. I know you've said it already. What clock time Eastern is that going to be for us?
That's Eastern. Everything starts at 9 Eastern, I believe, and wraps up at 9 p.m. Eastern. So
Well, what time does the movie night part start?
Yeah, what time are we on?
Oh, that is
Make sure I'm there.
Let me take a look at the thing here. Make sure I convey accurate information. We gear up for it with the swapping of information. We start at 7.
7? Okay, fine.
7 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
After doing this, am I going to be doing anything at 7 a.m.?
Hey, you never know.
No is the answer to that question.
I do seem to hear that you're masochistic like that.
Well, I do keep doing this show, don't I?
You could have some of those magic leaves or something, Si, something like that.
Well, anyway, Terry, message me. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's. Anybody have any closing comments on that horrible thing we just suffered through?
Ugh. I only got through half of it, and I'm still feeling like I've been thoroughly abused.
Indeed, I kind of want to go take a shower after watching that.
Yeah, I know, right? What's up with that?
All right,
like I missed something special.
I don't know. I think the other fliffers at least show some endearing enthusiasm. This guy was just careless.
Yeah. Chris, link for what? For the for Mel show tomorrow, you mean? Just clarify what you'd like a link for, and yes, whatever link you want, yes. We'll put one on Discord. Alrighty. Yes.
I responded to a request in the side chat, so I just rated Crocker Squirrel. Doorknob hat, it's in the screen caps.
What the hell did you do?
Oh no!
I did nothing. I just copied and pasted.
Wait a minute. This isn't totally depraved.
Yeah,
What's
really.
wrong with you, Peter?
That's what I was scared. That was what I was afraid of. What the hell is he going to do this? What the hell is he going to do to me?
You were expecting Eric Hovind to be behind the squirrel, weren't you?
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready to be bit.
All
That's
right.
about what would happen.
Okay.
Come near me because he's afraid I'm gonna kick him.
You know that the longer you keep talking, the more ideas I get, right?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Oh, RJ's got the hand up. RJ, what do you got?
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, there was a positive benefit to this. We got to see some Thailand scenery.
Yes.
It was sort of like Rick Steves goes to Thailand after a stroke, but it was scenery.
Indeed. So there was a little silver lining.
Phone holes.
Alrighty. Wisdom Vendor, what do you got?
I'm just curious as to what kind of a world we live in, such that a person that believes what this person believes and or actually believes or claims to believe about the flat Earth, and still is able to be employed and has a job and apparently owns a car.
You haven't
pays
kept
enough
up with
income
U.S.
to
politics,
pay
have you?
insurance on that car. I'm having trouble understanding that concept.
It doesn't all fit, does it?
Believe that correct. It doesn't fit at all. At all.
You have to agree with that. But anyway, all right. Well, maybe we should move on to
not go to screen caps. Maybe
not go. Okay, see,
unless you're doing
what the.
See, for you.
That reaction was kind of
cock.
Oh my! All right, there's one that's not going up on the screen.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the crocodic, and I cannot take credit for this because the crocodic was actually discovered by someone else on YouTube, which I like to plug, which is Jen with one N. If you haven't watched her channel, please do so.
She's an absolute sweetie.
And she makes great videos. My favorite is the one on Lilith. I'll see if I can get the link because she needs some subscribers.
And she introduced us all to Chuck Tingle.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what that's all about, on my channel, Lavender Lady, look for the video that's labeled, let's see, what the heck did I call it? I can't. Oh man, what the heck is it? I have to look for the name of the video now because I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you put Chuck Tingle in.
Chuck and SJ, Chuck Tingle and SJ Thomason is in there. Yeah. I mean, it's just totally insane. Is what it is.
Okay, I think I'm gonna bail out now, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, come watch my channel tomorrow at noon Pacific. I got video games.
Oh boy, that sounds like fun.
Very good. All right. Well, good night, Squirrel.
Night, Squirrel. Be good.
Bye, buddy.
Have fun and
have a great one.
I'll see what I can.
Here we go. The title of the video you guys want to look at is ASMR Chuck Tingle and SJ Thomason on my channel Lavender Lady. Yeah. I am very proud of that one. And thank you, Jen with one N, for getting the whole thing started.
All right. On that note, let us move on to the popular.
And since we're doing the plug and pug, I put the link to Jen's channel in the side chat.
Ah, there it is.
Go and subscribe.
Very good.
Go
indeed.
and subscribe. She only has 168 subscribers. She really.
What is wrong?
What's wrong with this world?
What is up with that?
That is surprising. It should be much
more
higher.
than she does. Come on, let's get moving here.
I agree. Alrighty. Well, anybody that wishes to do a plug, throw the hand up.
Hi,
fucking Christ, guys! Come on.
Did anyone notice that I cheated on the plug and pug?
Yes, did in fact. Alrighty.
I also need to go for the moment.
Okay, you coming back?
Probably not. I started tired.
All right. Well, we'll talk about how cool you are if you have to go. That's fine.
Thanks.
Okay, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Night, everyone.
I'll be right.
Good night.
Night, Garrus.
All right. Anybody who wishes to do a plug, throw the hand up, and we'll go down a list. One? Only one of you?
Oh, come on. There's got to be more than one.
I'm slow to remember how to do this.
All right, there you go.
Okay. It's like, do you have the participants panel up?
Nadja, you, in order to put your hand up, you have to take it away from where you had it earlier when you said.
Oh, shut up, Enter.
Go screw yourself.
All right, let's start with Diana. You're up. Tell us how cool you are and what you do, please.
Alrighty, I am Diana Clarion, also known as the Lavender Lady, and I do all sorts of things like response videos and live streams on current events and LGBT issues and coming up, excuse me for a second here. That's a little better. Coming up on Sunday, this coming Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be having the lovely Christy Santiago on with me, as well as a fabulous gentleman by the name of Luciano Gonzalez. We will be speaking of the latest circus that has been going on in the Oval Office concerning the wall and the government shutdown, and what we might consider doing about that sort of thing. So if any of you folks are politically minded, come on over, listen in on the discussion. I'll probably have an after show if you want to pop in, and we'll have a whole bunch of we'll have a real good time. Yes, sir. We'll have a really good time. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Yay.
Alrighty. Okay, and next down the list is Peter. Peter, tell us how cool you are and what you do, please.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I want to talk about someone else, which is Jen with one N, who has an amazing channel. I already put the link in, and I really think people should go there.
Agreed.
She does videos by the alphabet. So she takes every single letter, and as I said, my favorite is her video on Lilith, which was just amazing, and will annoy the hell out of theists. But yeah, people need to go and watch there. And then I have an update on what I said last week. There's been an enormous scandal here in Holland regarding sex abuse within the Jehovah's Witnesses Church. I've contacted the people that are gathering the reports of that, and we will be doing a show on that, but they need a little bit more preparation, so that's going to happen early January. So far, we have at least 4 channels that want to stream it simultaneously, so that's good. If you got a lot of followers, please contact me, because we just want to have this as widespread as possible, because this needs some attention. It's not only in Holland, it is a worldwide situation, and last I checked, we're already on close to 8,000 reports of sexual abuse. So that was my plug, but yeah, that'll be after the holidays, so we can at least that chair is going to give in at some point.
The chair is not breaking. It's an office chair. When you lean back and rock forward, it makes the squeaky sound.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
All right, I'll buy it.
Oh yeah, my chair is complaining as well.
You just did that, Nudge, so you would know it.
Jesus. What did
God,
I
it sounds like you're torturing a small animal.
Are we still live? What's going on?
Not at the height point away from us, please.
All right. Anyway, moving.
I left for a private back call with 2 different girls, and then
Pig is back.
Welcome back, Pig.
I left for a private call with 2 different girls, and then I come back to this.
Hey, yeah. Well,
don't make me go back.
All right. Moving down the list. Let us see. Natcha, why don't you tell us how cool you are and what you do, please?
Oh, yes.
Well, yes. I'm not your witness, and I do not your witnessy things. That's pretty much it, really. Come and check me out. Sub, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good things, and share around this stream that I managed to catch the last 10 minutes of.
Yeah, and leave a message in the description when you do that he should do more roasts.
What?
I may or may not be working on one.
Yeah.
I'm also working on a particular type of roast that I would call a grading, where I rip apart Ken fucking Ham in a way that only an Aussie can.
I always look forward to anti-ham videos.
those will be good. And as an someone who is somewhat of an insider, Not Your Witness is the only channel on YouTube where you can see Paula Gia naked.
It's horrible.
With only a couple pixels of censored bits.
I could put in the full picture in screen caps.
Listen, you only have to
since it's your content, Nacha, you have to make the call if that's possible.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, I'll hand down. I'm done.
Okay.
So what did I miss?
I finished.
I'm confused on what's going on. I just got back. What's going on?
Oh no, we're done with the bad man has gone away. The video is over. You wisely returned after the bad man has gone away, and
I got a message from going for it. I thought it was still it's only 3 a.m.
Yeah, well, we got another movie night tomorrow, so we figure 3.5 hours is enough. So.
What? 3.5 hours, that's it?
It's shocking.
Well, yes, but
these people should riot. There should be a riot in the live chat. I'm just saying.
And it'd be awesome. But
yeah, but we had 31 drinks.
No, we're done.
31 drinks.
We better cut this one short.
Oh, he's here! Quick.
What's the shortest movie night ever?
Cheese it. Cheese it. Nacho's here.
You gonna be around for tomorrow's Nacho?
So, Sai, have a look in screen caps. Maybe you want to show it.
Let me see.
You don't. If it's
Sai, hold on. What's the shortest movie night that you guys ever had?
When you. So it's funny how you should ask about the shortest when I just put that picture in screen caps.
Listen, okay, we don't care about Paula Gia's 2-pixel dick.
All right. Very good. All right. All right. Well, thank you, Nacho. Let us see. Well, Pig, since you're back and you have the hand up, it must be time for your plug. What do you got?
What? Yeah. Plug. Hold on. What? Hi, I'm Lucky Pig. I do various types of streams on AT2 Productions. Mostly, like watching porn and things like that. But outside of that, I fuck with bad people and I enjoy it.
Sounds good.
Did you really want to say that on air?
Yeah, why not? I enjoy trolling bad people.
As long as you get an orgasm.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat there,
Yep.
All righty. Well, very good. Let's see. Oh, Peter still got the hand up. Do you have more?
Oh, sorry. No.
Okay.
No, I need to lower my hand.
Okay, that's fine. Pig, you got any more?
Yeah. Make sure to check out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Scientist Mel's Discord channel. That is our Scientist Mel's live stream. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure to check out UDSA, home of Scientist Mel, Not Your Witness. I have to be careful on which ones I say. Red's Rhetoric, The Geek Room, and Gray Skeptic.
Yeah. All the cool cats. Come on.
It's a growing thing, is it not?
Yes. Oh, do you want me to tell them?
Well, no. Anyway, all right. I believe
you said it's a growing thing. That's why I was wondering.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there we go. All right. And on that note,
good thing I didn't respond to that.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that myself, but anyway.
I was being careful on which ones to say. I didn't want to say the wrong Discord server.
No, you want to be big announcements when people, as each party joins. It should be a reveal, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, and look at Pigs. Isn't there a new show premiering tomorrow on Mel's 12-hour stream?
Yeah, I heard something about that. What do you got? What's that about, Pig?
I'm not the person to ask. I'm not sure what the show's going to be about. But Mel has a...
I do.
Go ahead.
So the show is going to be called This Week in BS. And it's a show where they will tackle, she will do that with Katie Joy from Pathos.
Mm-hmm.
And they will tackle all kinds of BS like homeopathy, death dealers. They've got a mixed bag of BS every once in a while, home remedies, stuff like that. So it should be a very cool show to watch.
Oh, yay.
Indeed.
And I've seen the intro, so I know.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, that sounds good as well.
Sounds fun.
Okay. Well, seeing up, Pig still got the hand up. Pig, you got more?
Yeah. Make sure to check out UDSA link in the live chat.
There you go. All right. And next week we did have a birthday request from Terry Davies to do the ISS one. Unfortunately, we've had enough crap for one night. So next Friday it will be the late Terry Davies birthday show where we will do the video requested. How's that?
I can't believe this place is full. What pain and torture did you guys have to go through with this man in his, I want to say maybe a Jeep?
No, that's not a Jeep.
What is it?
I do not know. That's...
What torture did they put you through?
It was. I really don't want to bring it back to memory. It was like I've just successfully blocked it out.
Man, I completely missed out. I was talking to a couple of people, and I got distracted in a way.
Oh, these things happen. Not to worry. But
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
Just to help you out here. So next week, the show will be on December the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
That is close to a particular mythological holiday.
Ah.
Would you be requiring an intro that meets that particular mythological?
Well, I would not. I would not. I would not request such a thing because I would consider it an imposition. Are you suggesting such a thing?
Well, I was suggesting such a thing, but I don't know if we could get any content for that particular. I'd like to just throw the idea in that we could do a Christmas show and just find stupid videos on Christmas or whatever.
Not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea. All right.
I don't know. You could do a series of S.J. Thomason's tweets.
Oh. No, that's I'm not going to join when that's going to happen. Nope. Someone who thinks that gay people aren't human is below me.
Yeah,
that's why you fuck with them. They're the entertainment. You just point and laugh.
I wouldn't fuck SJ if she were the last one on Earth. Nope.
I mean, is it hate fucking or is it just normal fucking?
We're getting a little bit off topic, folks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not any kind of. Period.
Okay.
Alrighty. And since he's no longer among us, let everyone not forget to.
Hey, Si, there's something in the live chat you should take care of.
There is. Okay.
I just, I wanted to draw your attention.
Okay. What is my attention being drawn to?
A specific message. I cannot say because reasons.
They all are specific messages.
Yeah.
That's how
the
this
third
works.
one from the bottom.
At least get which one?
The third one from the bottom.
Third from, but now.
No. That's not a directive.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be, no.
No, not from that person.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I can't tell sarcasm. My bad.
It's
It's even harder through text chat, so.
I think it had something to do with the subject of our earlier discussion, the one I brought up. You know, she who shall not be named.
Indeed. At least not three times, because then she
I don't know
appears.
what's going on. So.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's the best time to speak when we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, you know?
All right. Peter, you have something?
No, sorry. That was just my idea that we have some kind of a topical show.
Oh, yeah, we should. We should. Only happens once a year.
I like the Hell a Week show.
Hell a Week was great.
Yeah. So we have if we're going to do this, we have to come up with some kind of title. So we had Hell a Week. We need another one for this. So we if you got an idea, DM me on Twitter.
I have an idea. XXX mess MESS.
Creativity in motion here. Nice.
You're just hoping Karis will be joining then.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right. Well, having done all the visible plugs, let us not forget to recommend that everyone go check out RJ's website at tortukan.wordpress.com.
Absolutely.
There's links to all of his stuff, and he certainly deserves our support as well.
And every Wednesday he has his own show on YouTube.
Indeed, Evolution Hour.
We're at on YouTube.
Evolution Hour, yeah.
No, wait a minute, Jen. Which one of us is the official one?
All right. On that note, I think perhaps we ought to wrap it up. I hope to see everybody tomorrow. Like I say, for Mel's show, even if you can't stay and watch the whole
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you can't,
or Site Strike.
Wait, what did you say? What time?
Like 6 p.m., isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's starting 9 Eastern.
Oh, okay, Jen, I get you. Okay.
Even if you're busy and you don't have time to watch it, make sure you throw it on. It's going to be on throughout the day, and it will help Mel out.
Yeah, let it run for the full. Even if you have stuff to do, let it run for the full 12 hours. She could she could use the hours so she can get on the.
And if you have stuff to do on the computer, open up the actual stream. Do not mute it through the YouTube function, but mute the entire tab. That way, the view still counts, and it still stays up.
There you
I
go.
learned that from Twitch.
And we help Mel, which is cool. That is a cool thing to do. All right.
Now, wait a minute. When you're talking about the mute, what was that one again?
If you have to mute it, do not mute it through the YouTube function, like the little speaker. Mute it through the actual tab. Right-click the tab and hit mute tab.
Oh.
Valuable information.
Thank you, because I'm probably going to want to be setting up for my Sunday morning show while that's going on. So yeah, okay. Thank you. I didn't realize you could need the entire tab.
Oh yeah.
I think we've learned something today.
Yeah.
I always let you learn something today, and sadly, I wasn't able to incorporate this man's theory into my religion. That religion being the one and only turtle.
Aha.
And the current egg we reside in.
Okay. On that note,
then.
Perhaps we should wrap it up by bringing on the pug. What say ye all?
Let's bring on the pug.
I say fuck the pug and bring on the possum.
Well, maybe they'll both show up, and
why don't we do both?
And nobody's gonna fuck the pug. Just saying. Here we go. Good night, all.
Oh, the pug's been behind fucked it long enough. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Pig, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe there's one thing we still need to do.
What's that?
Yeah. So Pig was absent when he was mentioned during the show.
What happened? What? I was mentioned. Why are you fuckers mentioning me?
Do you want to annoy Pig by showing that particular picture again, Si, or do you say we'll do that after the show?
I'll just leave.
Yeah, we'll just
I'll leave without seeing the pug or the possum.
save it for. Maybe we should save it for post. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Good night, all. Thanks.
Hug it. Come on.
Here comes a pug.
Night, kids.
Why do we do this?
Yeah, just keep talking. They run the credits.
As long as somebody's talking, it's all good. We just keep blabbering about something. Pretend you're in a theater group standing in the back.
Indeed.
All I ever do is just talk shit to each other and laugh.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're in good company.
Oh, Pig the pug. What? Shut up, Harry. I'll slap you.
Pig, have a look in screen caps on the Discord server. You might want
that.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me check. Oh, look at that beauty.
Oh my God.
Where's the pig? There should be a pig there somewhere. Why isn't there a pig?
What I'm guessing.
Let's see his leg. Man, is that it?
Everyone's quiet. Everyone's quiet. We can't hear.
All right, go ahead and show the picture.
Yeah, now that the show is over, we're quiet. There's
No. Hold on. Sire, are you still there?
I am, in fact, still here.
Show the picture.
No, we're not. We're in the middle of the closing. It's on the Discord server.
It's on
Yeah,
the
but
Discord.
let the people see it. I'm going to accept it. I'll accept it.
Everyone saw it already.
Pretty much.
Just
All right. Well, I wasn't here for my own fucking graduation, so.
You missed your graduation.
Man, I got a diploma.
We're falling down at the good-natured banter thing.
Yeah, I know. It went all silent.
What? This is why we should show the picture. Like, I could do an entire little skit on it.
You meant to be talking about the fucking return or whatever it is.
What raccoon? I thought we were talking about the diploma.
I don't know. I'm looking at the screen.
Look, Pig, just wave to the possum. Just it'll make you feel better.
Possum, I missed you.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about? I just thought.
Night, everybody. Thanks for coming.